won't stop, won't stop.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another exciting episode of A Crown of Candy. I am your humble dungeon master, and with me, as always, are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
Whoa. Hi, intrepid heroes.
What up? Oh man.
I'm eating a bagel.
We open the scene this time as a ship comes into dock deep in the Great Stone Candy Mountains as our royal family, having just narrowly escaped a massive coup in a massive series of twists and turns, and
I'm so mad. Remember last session when I saved Frank because I only took 20 fall damage, but it was 20 in general?
yeah.
Should have been 30.
And you left out that part where Frank almost one-shotted the big bad for that session.
Technically, he did. One shot just means like in your one term. So he did.
Has nothing to, shut the fuck up.
You're talking about.
Nothing to do with that.
You're talking about when you slow fell into the moat.
Yeah, I'm saying I haven't been upgrading that. It updates every couple of levels. It looks like because now I'm at 40.
What the fuck?
Like it's produced by. So this is the old sheet. This is my new sheet. Where'd it go?
Probably in your
Right here. Reduced damage by 40.
Oh my god!
Like, fuck. That's okay. I still did fine.
That's why we update our sheets, guys. So we watch as the massive ship that is the Baby Bell, the Bell Baby, that being Manta Ray's ship, the Colby having been sunk out sea, and then you guys commandeering Stilton ship. Manta Ray has since brought his ship into port to kind of take you guys into the Great Stone Candy Mountains. As you guys escaped narrowly, some of you pretty beaten and bashed up. Our heroes are now level 8, and we find them being dropped off here in the Great Stone Candy Mountains. I think it's just for the sake of so my players don't hate me even more.
I think I'm wrong. I think it changed because of my whiz.
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to read it. Our heroes are level 8 now. As I said before, Calroy Cruller, a family friend, if you will.
You mean Calroy Deader?
That's terrible.
That was rough.
Boo.
That's a rough one.
Boo.
Boo. Yes, having has been secretly foiling the plans of our heroes since the very beginning. All of it coming to a head as House Cruller initiated their takeover of Castle Candy there at that end session, but ultimately meeting his end at the hands of our resident alchemist Frank, who turned that cake into I don't have a pun here that involves a cake with holes in it, but Calroy's fully dead, having his head fully shot apart by Frank in a fit of anger. Guys, you pull into the Great Stone Candy Mountains, these like almost glass kind of mountains, them being just nothing but like that Jolly Rancher kind of candy, almost see through there. You see the air bubbles of when they make Jolly Ranchers, how there's always like giant air bubbles in them that are like calcified on the inside. As they do that, you see that Manta Ray pulls down the Dairy Isles flag to raise the banner, the Candian banner there at the river, so that he can kind of head back into the open sea and not get gunned down by all your forces waiting in the harbor. Yeah, so our heroes enter into the unthinkable, the hollow, numb, bizarre, freezing channels that is the Great Stone Candy Mountains. You guys living way down in the valley, but these are the mountains where Korish, your uncle, rules. But since the falling out with the Concord are now in total anarchy. Anarchy. We're gonna start this session by having all of our players roll a group survival check.
What?
19.
Alrighty.
12.
Nice.
1 second. I don't have controls on Tailspire.
It's because I'm not on your map. Let me come back to your board. DPC. Here. I'm actually going to bring you guys to a different board because this boat is not doing it. We'll go back to... we'll go to Castle Candy. We'll go to the remnants of Castle Candy here.
Can I ask what might be like a really dumb question?
Sure, what's up?
I don't get Manta Ray's name. Is it
Monterey?
Like Monterey Jack?
Like Monterey Jack?
Oh my god, I hate you and myself.
You asked the question.
You should really educate yourself.
I told you it might be dumb.
Oh, it's definitely dumb.
Why do you hate me, Aspen?
Sounds so sad.
So Max, what's your survival?
12.
No points in survival, huh? Ooh. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll. This is kind of see how you guys do in terms of navigating through the Great Stone Candy Mountains. As you guys know, marauders and shit have been tearing through this place.
12.
12? Damn, that's a lot of 12s. Regardless, the DC was 12, so everybody who rolled a 12 passed. With a 19, Sang, you're able to kind of like navigate the party with the help of Koresh, who's kind of pointing the way. You are able to navigate through like all of like nature and the dangers that is like obvious traps that are set up. That are obviously obvious traps that are set up for passerbys, people who may be enemies of the crown, people who may be in like rebellion against the crown, whatever it may be.
Can I pick up any of these off the ground?
Any like the traps?
Yeah.
So there's not really bear trap. They're not like bear traps or anything like that. Most of them are like nets that have like leaves and stuff pulled over top of them. Snare traps like that you would use to catch rabbits, stuff like that. But none that are like this will take someone's ankle off. Like like I said, not really like bear traps or anything like that. You're still welcome to, but also anybody who still has rope in their inventory or who has rope in their inventory can always make a snare trap with a survival check if that's something that you wanted to do.
I'm gonna pick up a couple of the snares. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up like 2 of them, just in case.
Sure. I was gonna say roll me a d4, but if you say 2, 2 is fine. So you guys start to head off on your way. Do you guys want to do anything before you officially leave? This little like harbor here.
I'm gonna bring my wolves with me off the ship. But other than that, no.
Okay.
Where are we on our way to?
You guys are heading deep into the Great Stone Candy Mountains to basically like regroup with Joran's forces.
Can we get long rest? Are we leveled up?
Yeah, you guys leveled up after you escaped. The boat ride was long enough to give you a long rest, so you guys are fully stocked, full stick of butter here. So is there anything you guys want to do? You actually see like Manta Ray is on the ship making like repairs and making sure he's good to sail. And you see he literally says like, "All right," but he says the Bale Baby's not going to be able to sit here in the harbor. He goes, "Yeah, I see this as a bit of candy and business. He goes, should me and my men, you want us to see ourselves off, prepare for what the coming, whatever the coming storm be?"
Who are you talking to?
He's just kind of talking to the group in general. This is you guys coming off the gangplank. You get that your survival checks is kind of like finding a clear path. He says that before you officially like walk away, into the Great Stone Candy Mountains.
What is that again?
He just says like, this is clearly like candy in business, like not so much like politically, but like internally, this is candy in business. He's saying that like he can't stay in this harbor. Basically, everybody that's not legitimately has like actually picked a side is getting shot down. Like ships are being sunk and stuff like that. And it's not some matter of like you need to choose the right side. It's like whatever side that you choose, you're getting sunk in the harbor by the other side. There's no control over this harbor. It's kind of like neutral ground, but it's like a battle point. It's like a control point. So it's not safe for him to stay here, essentially. Like, unlike where you had him stay in the harbor and at Port Syrup when you guys pulled in from like the naval battle episode, you got Dulcington was still under control by Castle Candy and House Rocks, so he was able to sit there with your blessing and not get shot down. This is fully open rebellion, like these are like dark waters. He can't be here, so he's asking like, should I come with you? Even though I think it's a bad idea because this seems like it would be something that you guys need to handle. He's asking like, what are your thoughts are?
I mean, I don't think we need him, but that's kind of up to Chorus here.
Why is it up to Chorus?
Yeah, it's not up to me. It's up to my mom, if anything. Either way, I don't care. I don't think it's going to be helpful to keep him.
He's also saying he's going to take this time to go back to the Dairy Isles and kind of like...
Where the fuck is our army that we requested like 2 days ago?
You'd have to... You understand how long it takes an army to muster? A long time, not to mention... It's split into like... It's like a 6-way split.
You just tell... I tell him to go back to the Dairy Isles and to tell Annabelle to hurry her ass up and be ready.
Yeah, hit the road, Jack.
I see what you did there. So you're saying like...
Does that make up for your stupidity, Sage?
Yeah, thank you.
So you're asking him to like head back, have Annabelle be ready, like muster her forces there.
She should have already been doing that. I'm just telling him.
And like, don't die or anything.
What you mean? That was the one thing I told her to go back for.
Right. It doesn't take a day to go to the Dairy Isles. It takes more than a day.
That's what I'm saying.
So you spend.
He was like about to give you a time, and then he's like, more than a day.
It was a couple of like weeks for you guys to get from Vegetania all the way back to Candia.
By the time, she's definitely gonna beat him. So by the time he gets there, it would have been maybe 3 days of her already being there. So I'm telling him to tell her to hurry the fuck up.
You want her to bring an army on her single ship?
She's going back to her own land. She can figure it out. That's not my problem.
Okay.
I told her business. If she can't figure it out, that's not my problem.
100%. You just want him to go back to the Dairy Isles and fully...
Well, and also come back with her when she comes back.
Alright.
Like, to be in the army.
Fully commit treason.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Exactly what I said.
Alright, well, you see he gives a nod of his little cap there. The banner, the sails catch wind, and you watch them drift off. The, like... the deep dark purple sea kind of like reflects the moonlight as you guys travel and through the night there, and eventually you come across these kind of like Hershey bar chocolate bricks, like the layout kind of like that, these sheen deep purple candies that make up the different structures of this massive castle. The symbol of House Jawbreaker still up on its flags. The tabards themselves are a little bit tattered, but nonetheless the castle stands strong. But you guys have, luckily, with the help of that 19, have made it to Castle Jawbreaker without so much of a hitch. You guys, I'll ask you this: how do you proceed from this point?
Well, I am resetting my computer at the moment, so I don't know.
Where are we? I don't even know where we are. Like, what are we?
You've made it to like the grounds of Castle Jawbreaker. You've made it to Joran's
looking at a
castle.
castle?
You're looking at it.
So let's go towards it.
You just go knock on the front door.
How big is it?
Huge. It's massive. So obviously Candy is divided into territories and as to who runs which sections, but this is like the flagship that is of the Great Stone Candy Mountains. This is like just like Castle Candy is the flagship of like the mainland. This is like up in the mountains. It's a massive castle.
Do they have like a resident alchemist?
Would I know that?
I would say no.
No, I wouldn't.
There was no need for you guys to roll. I would say you would both know that they probably don't. Their culture out here is a lot more traditional as opposed to like Castle Candy is. Castle Candy opens its doors like the way that Lazuli ran things is like obviously I'm the Grand Wizard and magic is the way, but there are different ways to express magic outside of just casting spells and whatever your specialization is, whether you're a wizard or a sorcerer or a warlock. You can be an alchemist and take on that path of like science to express your magic. Here, it's like, and you guys have seen it on the way here. There's like there's standing stones and there's like these what's the word I'm looking for? Not idols, but like crude symbology, crude like wicker men and stuff that they've made in praise of all of their different like pagan gods that are out here. It's definitely a little bit less diverse out here. So I would say as far as alchemy goes, probably not.
Of course, it's like your uncle.
It's my mom's
So
brother.
we're gonna let you handle this one.
Okay,
And
let's roll.
should I hide
Can you, I was gonna say,
again?
can one of you
Or like,
pass your Tracy thing, and then we all get on the hush, and then maybe we just try and get a look-see? I mean,
Are you saying we're gonna sneak into your uncle's castle?
I don't even know this man.
But he's your uncle.
So?
what is the queen thing?
What I've been saying.
The queen thing?
Hey, the queen, what do you think?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see the queen is in this weird state of like traumatized, but also like meets midlife crisis. You see that she says, she essentially tells you that she isn't very comfortable being here. This isn't her side of the family, and can you roll? I would say either whoever wants to, but it has to be Korish, Hopper, or Frank. Roll me a history check.
Oh, I got this one in the bag. 26.
Jesus fuck. You recall.
13.
No, so half of that. You recall the politics of Amathar's marriage to Caramelinda. Essentially, before Amathar was king, Caramelinda was like a Dane, like in Candia, but she was originally married to your mentor, Lazuli.
Mm-hmm.
They were originally together, but after Amathar took the crown, he took Caramelinda as his wife. And because, Lazuli being his sister was kind of just like, okay, I guess this is how it is now, but I'll stay close to the family and do what I gotta do.
Did I hear that right? He was incesty?
No,
What?
not at
Did
all.
you just say he was with Lazuli, his sister?
No.
I don't know. I
Lazuli was with Caramelinda originally. They were together.
Oh, yeah, I misheard you.
But when he became king, he was just like, okay, this marriage isn't a thing anymore. Like, I take Caramelinda as my wife. And she was like, yeah, I guess that's just how it is now.
Gotcha.
But because Lazuli is Amathar's sister, she was just kind of like, look, I support you all the way in whatever ways that I can. Because there wasn't a whole lot she could do. But you understand that, like, she probably, of the two royals, of, like, the king and queen that would be like, what's our best chance of just walking in through the front door? You have the wrong one. Like, not that they don't dislike her. I probably would say you probably, with a 26, the relationship isn't bad. It's just that, like, you know, Cara Melinda is the not fun one. She's like the everything by the book one. And these are, like, if I could explain it maybe even simpler terms, Amathar's family's pretty much all, like, barbaric, right? They're all very, very simple-minded barbarians. Cara Melinda's, like, pish, posh, and proper, everything by the book, everything goes according to plan, always. So she probably doesn't even possess the means to talk her way through the front door because she doesn't, like, speak the language.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
What would it be reasonable to assume that Frank has closer relations with the people in this castle than Korish, seeing as he was Lazuli's apprentice?
I would say that
intended to follow her, everywhere.
That's a little bit difficult to say. I would say Lazuli has definitely visited here a few times, so I would say, like, arguably, yes. I don't know about Korish, because that's their niece. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but she doesn't even know them.
I don't even know Duke.
You know Joran. Yeah. Like
in a rapey way?
No, here's what I'm saying. Like, Korish
Did you say, like, in a rapey way?
Korish is a very, like, free-spirited, likes to get into trouble kind of person. She's very much like her dad. Duke Joran is also very much like your dad. They're very, very, very similar. Joran is larger than Amathar was.
Jesus.
But, like, and like, you know, Amathar was, like, married into this, like, lifestyle of, like, I have to do...
Should I just go in then? And be like, yo, what up, cuz?
You'd have to... You can do that. Like I said, I'm asking you guys how you want to proceed.
I mean, I think we should do whatever's safest for all. I mean, definitely don't let Meatman walk straight in. He'll get his head shut off, but... I mean, he knows us. So I can't imagine it's...
So then why are we standing here dilly-dallying? That wasn't a rhetoric question.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm already 20 feet ahead walking.
Sounds good. You approach the door. So there's, like, obviously, like, the massive portcullis. There's a smaller door that's, like, kind of, like, built into it. Do you just walk up and knock onto it?
I do the secret knock.
You do the secret knock?
Yeah.
You just walk up and kick the door. Just walk up and kick the shit out the door. You see the door, there's, like, a little, like, those, like, sliding peephole things, like, for, like, where they, like,
peeping Tom?
like, they slide the little slider there. Hole opens up. You see what looks to be, like, massive lollipop head, like a blow pop head. Super, super thin guard slides the door open. Looks down, just eyes look straight down at you. Are you masking your visage in any way? Do you have, like, a hood on? Are you hiding in any way? Or have you guys just pretty much just, like, walking fully uncovered this whole time?
Oh, I don't know. You meant the whole time.
I mean, I do, trying to hide the fact that I'm a Meatlander.
Frank's wearing what he always wears.
Okay. You guys see that? He's going to.
I mean, I'm probably still wearing candy and colors and stuff.
Yeah, they'd be hella tattered by now, but yeah. That's fully good. You see he slams the shutter closed. And you hear a bunch of whispering on the other side of the door.
Hold on. Nope. I was hoping thaumaturgy could raise other sounds, but it does not.
No.
Yo, you're trying to use thaumaturgy for everything.
Thaumaturgy is great, and it's a fucking cantrip, bro.
It's a racial. It's not so much a cantrip as it is a racial ability.
Tiefling cantrip.
Yeah, the spell is a cantrip, but you get it racially, so it's an at-will ability as opposed to it being like something that's in a spell book.
True. Still fun.
You see, you hear that a few moments pass. They don't ask you any questions. There's no exchange. A few moments pass. You eventually hear, like, bunch of locks disengaging. Door swings open. You see a shorter. How long? You're 6 foot. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Woman's like 5.
Did I say how long am I?
Yeah, how like 5'3", 5'2", around there. Short woman. Fully green. Dress made entirely of these kind of like leaves. These almost like ivy leaves. Hair that is fully dreadlocked. Full like massively head of hair, but it's fully dreadlocked. Almost it hangs down and kind of like a bob. This woman is like a vegetarian woman. You see that she her dress fits almost like these robes. Her hands are like her skin is almost kind of this like fibrous texture. And you see that as the door opens, she immediately like leans down onto her knees to like presumably as if she were to scoop up a child before she realizes Korish is no longer a child. She's in fact 6 feet now, and very much stands up and just walks up, and her tiny form wraps around your waist. You know this woman as the queen. Well, she is the head queen. What did you get on your history?
He's Polly?
Yes.
Yikes.
Duke Jorman has many wives.
Of course he does. I got 13.
13.
My history's
This is Spiria Mentha. This is the queen, but she is one of many wives. She's one of 12 wives.
Jesus. No wonder he's been fucking thrown out.
But for all intents and purposes, she is your aunt. Like, technically you have 12 aunts, but she is like the only real like head. She's like the head wife.
I hate that.
But you see that she embraces you, and she says, takes a deep breath, and what does she say here? You see, she goes, "Well, bless me stars, child." She goes, "Lovely to see you." She goes, you see that she is like,
How old was I last time I saw them?
probably like 3.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
You could probably tell that she went to, like, again, originally to hug you as a kid. I would say the last time you saw them, probably not the last time they saw you. I know that sounds weird, but like, Korish isn't one for, when it was your Saints Day, that was the first time they were like, you gotta go do bureaucracy stuff. This is the first time you gotta go do it, and then everybody got massacred in the church. Like, other than that, it's been like, you've been training with Calroy, you've been kind of like,
Dead Roy.
going out and fighting and stuff, but as far as like, they've had to go out and do bureaucracy stuff, and they visited Castle Candy many times. You probably just hadn't noticed. because you were probably preoccupied. She says, but you see that she embraces you and is very much like tears in her eyes, and she says, well, don't just stand there. Come in. You'll catch your fair cold. And she's like kind of like telling you to come in as she like waves you guys in. Saying, she notices you. You didn't roll a stealth check, but you see that she notices you. Quickly puts together that you guys are all here together, and your appearance doesn't seem to bother her.
I'm gonna say hi to her in Vegetanian. And like kind of hide behind my hood.
You see that she greets you. You see that she kind of like she greets you in a Vegetanian greeting before switching to Sung. And you see that she says, rest. She goes, rest, child. There is no need for speaking in such holy tongue here. She goes, this is safe. She says, everybody. She goes, this is a safe haven for you all. Please come in. She pushes the big old blow pop guard aside, who's clearly was just like, oh hey, there's a candy at the door. Go fetch the queen. And was just like, why would you let my niece sit out here in the cold? Bring her inside. You guys are immediately brought inside. You see that her and Karen Melinda kind of like share this weird like formal nod, like curtsy. She's just like, I don't know how to treat you, like, but you guys are fully welcomed in. You are in the castle. You are fully brought into Castle Manylicks.
How many?
Many licks.
Before we go any farther, I want to respond to her. Again in Vegetanian. I'm sorry, this is my preference of language that I like to use. My Candian is not, as you would say, very good.
That's how anyone would say it.
You see that she acknowledges you. She very much says, very well. But please.
And then I'm gonna bow to her.
You see that you bow. She puts a hand under your chin before like standing you back up. She like puts one hand on your shoulder, one hand under your chin, stands you back up, and she says, "You have protected my niece, I can tell." She goes, "There is no need for formalities here." She goes, "I recognize you as any protector or royal as any other. Please, come inside." She goes, "You must. I'm sure you are famished. You are perhaps injured." And you guys are brought into Castle Manylicks. What do you guys want to do? This castle, by the way, you guys stay on the outside of the castle. Castle Manylicks has like a full-on battlefield graveyard outside of it. It's not brash and large and like one of those where it's like, holy fuck. But you can definitely tell there were like destroyed wagons that are splintered and pieces are kind of around everywhere. There's like blood stains in the grass, especially because the grass here is white. But there are like blood stains in the grass. The bodies aren't here anymore. The walls have like cracks in them, like spiderweb cracks in them from like hard impacting, probably like boulders or something. Castle Manylicks has been under siege and apparently has withstood the siege. But you guys are welcomed in. You see that the garrison has been moved inside. A bunch of soldiers are there in the mess hall, like in like the dining hall, like having a meal together. Patrols are happening up to and fro, up and down the different corridors and whatnot. You guys are brought down a twist and turns. You see that she brings you to their throne room. You see that a bunch of the sister wives are tending to some of the wounded and stuff. Your cousins Dib and Dob are there. These kind of like, they're younger than you. Course, did we say was 18? 16. She's 16. They're probably like 13, like 12 and 13. They're twins. They are a combination. They're like basically just like a bunch of Dippin' Dots.
Are they fat?
Yeah, they're chunky.
Do they wear helicopter hats?
They're not the
Are they
eggs.
the queen's favorite?
They're not the eggs from Alice in
I'm
Wonderland.
glad you got that.
No,
you're right.
Is Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But they are a bit chunkier. They have 12 moms. Like
Well,
they have one mom and 12. Like they have one mother and 12 moms.
there you go.
Uh,
Guess 11.
11. Yeah. So they are fed a lot.
Imagine explaining that to people.
They are chunky boys. But you see that they are like, if anybody wants to like give me like I'll say investigation, perception, or religion here, you can absolutely do that.
Yo, I'll take that one too. That's a 21.
Damn.
11.
11.
21 perception.
21 perception. So with your 11, you see that these kids are the way they look, cause they're spoiled. That's it. Like you're just kind of like, oh yeah, that's why you're not slim and you're not like scarred to fuck. You know, you look at them. They're very clean and like clearly have been being sheltered during these trying times. You're fucking filthy. You've got giant gashes that are like healed over, like obviously like probably magically. You've got these deep bruises that are like you're black licorice, and these spots are kind of like licorice is kind of like hard. It's like soft in those spots. Yeah. You see that like you've got scars and scratches all over your face, all over your body. You're just fully dirty, because you haven't had much time to shower. They are clean as a whistle, in like their best clothes for some reason, and whatnot. You guys see that.
Mine was a 21 religion, by the way.
21 religion. You take a look at the walls, and you see kind of like the stuff that you were seeing along the roads. All of these different like iconography to these different like spirits here. Clearly, and you see that one of those symbols actually is inlaid on Spiria's robes that mark her as a priestess of the sweetening path. That is a full pagan. That's as pagan as it gets. The sweetening path is quite literally a goddess of goodness. Literally, like the only thing that goddess is for is like spreading kindness and legitimately like do unto others, without any like with I'll say with that kind of religion check, you literally know that it literally says like do kindness to others and don't expect anything in return. You literally travel and like you travel the world on these missions to specifically do kindness, expecting absolutely nothing in return. You see that this whole trying times, she's probably just been keeping these kids fully like groomed, so that they can just. It's ugly on the outside. There's no need to be ugly on the inside. But yeah, she is a priestess of the sweetening path, and as such, with a 21, if you did have any questions in regards to religious stuff, she may be able to answer it for you. But that being said, you guys are brought in here. You guys are given some cots and stuff, and they immediately start bringing you guys some food and stuff for you to eat and kind of like replenish and stuff like that. What do you guys want to do here?
I'm gonna tend to my wolves. Make sure they're fed, brushed, etc., etc.
I'm going to find Duke.
You find the Duke?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Perception? Oh, you're going in the timeout corner, sir. Is that perception?
Yes. Or I would say perception or investigation.
Doesn't matter. I lost it. 6.
6? Yeah, you don't seem to find him.
Yeah. Hey, Auntie.
You see that she you see she's attending to one of the like big chocolate bar soldier who's split in half with caramel in the middle. She's like literally like putting the two pieces back together and like as like a puzzle. She's putting like fragments of chocolate to put the chocolate back together. You see that she turns. She goes, "Yes, dear."
Where's Uncle?
She go. You see. Give me an insight check.
I'm not touching anything. Oof.
Insight, not investigation.
Oh. Ever since I had that whiz. Ooh. 24.
24. Tears well up in her eyes.
Fuck!
You see that, like,
I didn't say that.
some, like, you peer past the veil. You see tears in her eyes. You see that she says, I don't know. But, she says, but, Castle Many Licks is she goes, people look to us here at Castle Many Licks. And she goes, and until I know that he is safe, we will stand, she says, we will stand strong as a beacon of hope for those that wish to come and find refuge.
Does anyone else know he's missing?
She says, look, you're tired. I understand that you've had a long journey. She says, our spies have told us of what has happened at Castle Candy. She says, please rest. There's no need to.
I'm taller than her, right?
Yeah,
I put my hand on her.
like by a lot.
I put my hand on her shoulder.
You see that she's, her kids clean the halls squeaky clean. Her and her sister wives are probably like, again, keeping everything as clean and as neat and tidy as possible. They're like nuns, so while everything else is incredibly immaculate and like tip top, they are filthy. They are just like, they are fully dirty. You see that she's her forehead has like a dirt smudge on her forehead, probably from like sweating and repeatedly wiping her forehead with her sleeves and stuff. But she's like trying to keep it all together.
I just give her a hug. I can worry about it tomorrow.
You see that she says that. She says, she goes, "Thank you, dear." But she goes, "You should rest." She says, I am hoping." She goes, I am hoping for the best. She goes, "But if I am being honest, I would not be being fruitful and truthful with you if I did not say I wasn't worried about his return." Does anybody wish to, does anybody have any questions, or, do you just want to proceed?
I'm gonna try and find Caramelinda.
Caramelinda's in the hall with you. You see that she's kind of off to the side. Caramelinda holds no power here, so she's pretty much just kind of chilling off to the side, having people tend to her, make sure, like, clean her up a little bit, but you see that she just, like, is kind of just sitting here. She not only doesn't have political power here, but also, like, social power here. Clearly, like, the Jawbreakers valued Amathar more than they valued her. They like Amathar, they like Amathar's offspring, but they're like, your wife, we're indifferent about her. Like,
I'm gonna ask her what she knows about magic weapon crafting. And like enchanting weapons.
What is your question specifically?
A, if she can do it. B, if she can enchant my wooden staff.
You say that she says, well,
Is that a sex joke? Can you enchant my wooden staff?
you see that she says, well, I'm not skilled in the art of crafting, but I may be able to enchant one for you, but it would take time and resources that I am unsure that we have in these times, and not to mention, I am unsure of what resources reside out here in the Great Stone Candy Mountains, not to mention what they deem valuable here in the Great Stone Candy Mountains.
Because Frank has just been following Sang around, he's gonna be like, I can, like, give you something to make it, like, hurt more. Is that what you want?
Kind of. I wanted it to be able to. I wanted something that'll, like, heal up the pups a little bit quicker than me just kind of tending to their wounds.
I can't
Oh,
do
I'm
that
sorry.
for you, sorry.
I meant to say that differently, but
We turned up on Discord.
but if we talk about hurting more, and I'm gonna hand him my rapier, can you make hurt people more?
Maybe. Give me like a minute.
I'm just gonna give it to him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a scimitar, not a rapier. But a small weapon.
So you do that. You guys have some items still. I don't know if they're fully identified or whatnot. So if you have any religion questions or identifying questions that you have, Spiria can probably do those for you as well.
But whenever I get the chance, I'm for sure giving her my weird little ball things.
The balls?
The balls!
Giving her the nuts? Alrighty. I gotta find where I saved it.
You notice one was missing yet is the real question.
Do you want the full, like the full description of them? Okay. The balls are called Dragon Balls.
Drag 'em?
Drag 'em.
Drag balls on your.
Dragon Ball.
Ha ha ha.
Did I say you had 6 of them originally?
I don't know. Probably.
I say you had
And then
6. You have 5 now.
I took one and shattered on the ground on the ship.
Correct.
So we're just talking about.
So would that be 4?
When you chew one of these gumballs, you have 1 turn.
They're gumballs.
They're gumballs.
I didn't know that.
Drag 'em.
Now I get it.
You have 1
Ha,
turn.
who feels stupid now?
So you have to use them within the turn.
One more time. My brain is not computing. They're gumballs.
Yes.
Next section.
Okay. When you're chewing one of these gumballs, you have 1 turn to use the breath weapon that corresponds with its color.
So I can chew it on that turn?
Yes.
Okay. Is chewing an action?
It's an item interaction, so it's free.
Okay.
But it would be a bonus action to use it.
Oh, but it's not an action.
Correct.
Cool. Sick. Wicked. Go ahead. And you're gonna send these to me, right?
Sure. So now that you know that, you need to roll 5d6 now.
Get my d6s.
But roll them one at a time. You're rolling a d6 5 times. You're not rolling 5d6 and adding them together. You're rolling 5 dice and telling me what numbers you get.
Ready?
Yep.
4.
Purple.
Might as well write this down.
Probably.
Dog.
White.
5.
Green.
6.
Blue.
3.
Another white.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, So white is force damage.
Okay.
Purple is poison damage. Do you have a green or no?
Yeah.
You have a green? Green is acid. Blue is cold. Is that all your colors?
Cold damage.
Yes.
Not ice. Cold.
Well, ice isn't. Ice is like the construct.
Yeah. That's all.
You don't freeze someone with ice. You freeze someone with cold, and they become ice.
Not if you just shoot them with ice shards.
That's piercing damage or bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. That's
How
all.
much like free time do we have?
You have a decent amount.
Can I make some poison and just make like 5 doses because I have a decent amount of free time? It takes no additional supplies other than alchemist supplies, which I have.
Yeah, that's fine. So you guys do that. Does anybody else have any like little bit of prep they want to do? You see that a couple of like
Before what?
you see a couple of hours passes. Before.
Can I sense motive on any of the guards to see if they're traitors?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. 21.
21.
21.
At most, they are. Some of them might be a little bit like, I would say like concerned, but none of them seem to be like. To say like I sense motive to see if this guy is a traitor is kind of vague.
Does he smell like a traitor?
I would say like, what does it mean to be a traitor? You know what I mean? At most, some of them might seem a little bit like apprehensive about the situation that's going on. But they seem to be pretty. They seem to be pretty loyal to their crown. Maybe not Maybe not the House Rock's crown, but definitely the Jawbreaker one.
All right, just making sure, because Cowroy over there got his face shot off. He was pretty loyal too.
I mean, technically, he wasn't.
Well, he wasn't, but he acted pretty loyal. So, I mean, other than that, I'm just gonna hang out with Caramelinda because her and I are bonding now, and I don't really like it here either.
I'm gonna go up to Sang and give him back his scimitar and all 5 doses of the poison and be like, here, rub this on your shit before you fight. It'll last for like an hour. And then Brett, I just sent you the poison. I'll send it to you, Sully, as well.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I think I did, but I don't think you sent it to me. My cloak.
The web one.
Yeah, but you never sent it to me. I need to see it so I can put it in my sheet.
Okay.
So if you could send that in the bowls over, that would be awesome.
Yes, Sully, send Aspen your balls.
Doesn't happen often. Oh, thank you. On Discord? That's gonna work.
I don't know what his cloak is. Damn.
You better remember it. Type it out.
In the meantime, I take it nobody has any other prep that they want to do?
Nope.
Okay. You see that a few hours passes, and can you guys roll me some perception checks, please?
22. I am rolling good tonight.
Perception?
Yes.
Perception?
That one.
Woof!
13.
Let's see. Who's been nice to me today? Nice. 18, 19.
Damn. So all of you but Sage notice that Caramelinda, that Spiria is pacing by the door.
The front door? What
The
door?
front door.
I walk over to her.
Yeah, dead of night, Spiria is pacing by the door. You head up to her. You see that she's pacing there. She's gonna roll a perception. Nope. You are managed to get approach her, and she doesn't seem to see you.
Okay. Auntie?
She says, yes, child. How can I be? She goes, then is the sleep not finding you this night?
Well, it seemed to find me okay, but I'm more worried about you at this moment.
She says, everything's fine, dear.
Do you know my father? He couldn't lie, and neither could you. It must run in the family.
You see that she says, my dear, war is no place for a child. Please.
I've had my saints' day. I'm no longer a child. Please stop talking to me like I am one.
Oh, shit. Give me a persuasion or intimidation.
With advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good line.
I can't roll the same thing twice. It's not even that good. You said what or what?
Persuasion or intimidation.
I don't want to intimidate her. They're both the same. 14.
14?
Yeah, not great.
You see that she looks at you and looks deep into your eyes. You see that she says, well, perhaps I was mistaken. You are not the same Korish that I've seen, that I watched grow. Perhaps perhaps you've grown in the shadow. Very well. If you would be so kind, I would like to invite you into our war room.
What room?
The war room?
The what room?
War room.
Got it. Of course.
You see that she says, very well. She says, right this way. You see that she walks behind the throne room there, opens the door, giant room, big old circular map in the center of the room with the chess pieces on them, bunch of heirloom swords and crests on the wall, stuff like that. You see, So because of your background, you won't get advantage here. Do you bring anybody with you
To her war room?
to the war room?
Probably not.
Okay. Can you roll me a straight intelligence roll?
Oh, come on.
I'll say you can roll intelligence or wisdom.
Saving? I guess
Just
normal?
straight roll.
Where's wisdom? So I guess the modifier?
Yeah.
15.
That's actually pretty good. It doesn't take long. I would say this is the first time you've ever seen a war, like a war map, like a theater, and so at first it's a little bit much for you to like take it in, but I think after a while it kind of starts to dawn in on you on what you're looking at. First off, this is the entire map of kind of like zoomed in of Candia, all of its regions, and whatnot. And it's all of the pieces are color coded, so you're able to tell like, oh, these pink and fuchsia ones are like Jawbreaker forces, Rocks forces. One thing you notice right off the rip, the House Rock forces are like all but dwindled. There's like nobody. There's like no representatives. There's like no houses anymore. The big one that exists is House Cruller. House Cruller has taken over like Lower Candia, right? Calroy is dead, but it looks like his house, along with like a bunch of Ceresians, have begun to fully invade Lower Candia, right? Northern Candia, the Great Stone Candy Mountains where you're at, looks to be pretty held down by Joran's forces are also small and dwindled, but they are more than yours, essentially. It's like, for every one piece you have, he has like 2 or 3 pieces. So it's not that much more, but he does have probably like double your forces left. You see that like there are different...
But no leader.
Huh?
But no leader.
That is a sharp question, Aspen. That is a sharp question. In these theaters, they do have like infantry pieces. Like these represent our they represent the armies. But there's also one piece that represents the king, the monarchy, right? Jawbreaker's monarchy piece is in a small town outside of like right on the edge of like Jawbreaker lines. So basically, it's technically in the border, but it's like right next to it.
But we
and
can assume it's not Joran or Cruller.
Well, remember, Cruller's dead, so
Right.
but it's a fuchsia piece. It's a Candian piece. Cruller's pieces, you see that House Cruller, like their piece is like Jawbreakers is fuchsia, House Rocks is like pink, House Cruller is like this like salmon color, right?
All the same shade. This is rough.
And you see that House Cruller's pieces are intermingled with Ceresian pieces, meaning they're not going against each other, they're mixed together, meaning they're allied, right? House Rocks' pieces are like not there at all, meaning House Rocks, for all intents and purposes, as far as this war room goes, has fallen, right? Joran still has like army pieces around, but the king piece, meaning the not brigade, but like the group he is in, the army he's in, huh? Yeah.
Like the King's Battalion?
Yeah, like their his King's Battalion is in a town fully separated from the rest of the army.
So that's where we go.
You can roll an insight here if you'd like. I'll say you can roll it with advantage.
Good thing for advantage. Well, I guess not, because the first one was better. You said insight?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one. 18.
18? Knowing your uncle and what the stories you've heard of him and your dad and stuff like that, it looks like Joran. So there's a town labeled Buzzybook, right? That's the town that's like by the border. That is looks like, as far as like the resources maps go, is like important. It's not important. It seems like some small town with like huts for houses and stuff. It's not like Dolsington. It's like a big city. It's like a town. It's like a little settlement almost. And it looks like Joran went like by himself to this town, where you notice that in that town it's surrounded by green pieces. Vegetarians. So basically, Joran, for some reason, went to this town by himself.
He has a reason, so we have to go figure out why.
You see that Spiria says, like, she sees, like, does Chorus do anything in terms of, like, this is the information that you figure out.
She probably would have said out loud, like, why did Uncle go there?
She's-
By himself.
You see that she goes, so you can read it. You understand.
Well, I've seen bits and pieces, and I mean, in class, maybe one time I paid attention, but
You see that she says, so she goes, so as far as you can see, Candia is beginning to fall in all of its regions.
that
Not
we
any.
knew well before this map was created.
She says, we were informed days ago that the Vegetarian forces were coming in from the west, and they came in under our radar, and they took Buzzybook from under us without us noticing.
Is that why?
She says.
Uncle's
She
gone.
says, and Joran, when he figured it out, you know your uncle, he is like your father. He does not. They do not.
Think?
They do not think. Yes. And he took he took no soldiers. He took nothing but his mace, his hammer, and he went to Buzzybook to save them all, like the hero that he is.
Stupid.
She says, she goes, I love that man to death, but I would prefer that he not be dead. And she goes, so if I am being honest with you, she says, if I'm being honest with you, child, Korish, I am worried for my husband. He was supposed to return a day ago, 2 days ago, and he has been gone since.
Alright. I've got my troop, my people. And I figure if we have any chance starting anything, creating a new life, I mean, fucking a battle, if it so be's it, we need a leader, and this is Joran's land. I say we can go find him.
She's going to make same check. Ooh. You see Spirit goes, I agree. Puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, I feel your father would have been a better leader than Joran, but
He. Never mind.
From what I can see, our forces are spread very thin and they are not ones we can pool or reallocate, unfortunately.
I know. I have my people.
She says, if you are to move into Buzzybook, I do not think numbers is the way.
I figure it'd be a stealth mission. Best I can hope to do is find him and get him out. I'm not really hoping to start a war yet. Well, another one.
She says, Korish, I would not ask you.
You didn't.
She says, you see, she fully comes up to you, looks up at you.
Oh yeah, she's short.
There's a moment where she's kind of like, she's being very like proper, like she keeps her hands almost like in a like palms together, kind of like gotta keep the image. She fully drops that, pulls a stool from under the table, stands on it, and kisses you on the forehead.
Who the fuck she's had this stool?
She says, the rest of the boys, they can stand and see the table, and it is very difficult for me. She says, I do not wish to rush you, but if it seems that while the knight is at your side, we can get you close if you can infiltrate Buzzybook.
Well, we only need till morning.
She says, very well. You see sincerity goes in her eyes. She grabs one of your hands with both of her tiny hands, and she says, Korish dear, please bring Joran home.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
She says, right. Can I be getting you anything
Yeah,
for your
for sure. Anything my men need, and like anything cool that you have in this giant castle with many wives.
She says, very well. I will look. She says,
Also,
I do not.
Puck, do you? Do you have a lab? I can imagine you've done any alchemy
She
here,
says, a lab.
but magic drink room with sciencey stuff.
You see, she says,
Non-magic magic.
ah. She says, you sound like your aunt.
Which one?
She says, the blue one.
She doesn't even know her name.
She says,
Ruff.
she laughs. She says, yeah, she's like, Lazuli, yes, my sister, yes. Yeah. No, we do not have a lab. Lazuli was very forthright in giving us the magic symbols and the glyphs to make our magic be very unchained as it is in down in Lower Candia. We are very connected to the magic, to the mana of the world here.
All right. No lab. Well, if you do have anything cool, just let us know by morning. Any tools we can have will be better than nothing.
She says, you're going in the morning.
Why not? The sooner the better. Who knows what he's done? Or where he
She
is.
says, I was under the impression you would be leaving in the night.
So we leave tomorrow night. Isn't it nighttime right now?
It's nighttime right now.
No, we're not leaving right now. That's stupid.
Are they being quiet?
Huh?
Are they being
in a whole
quiet?
different, yeah, they're in a whole different room.
Damn. Cause like, damn.
Let me confer with my group and I'll let you know the exact time.
She
but
goes,
I'm
thank you,
pretty
thank
sure
you,
it's
thank
like
you.
4 a.m. right now. We're losing daylight in like 3 hours, but whatever.
It's like 1 a.m.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I do believe the DM would know what time it is.
You slide on back to your companions as she goes to search the house. You walk up kind of like in the room with all of the cot. You're all sleeping in the same room, so.
Oi, men.
Good response. Good response. Who are team?
I'm sleeping. That was not anything to wake anyone up.
I'm not gonna scream in my own apartment with my roommates. Pretend I screamed.
What do you want?
I want you to understand the wolves are gonna surround me and bare their fangs as I keep sleeping.
Cool. Couldn't care about your opinion anyways. Frank, I need your opinion.
That's why I asked what you want.
Okay, well, just double checking. Joran has disappeared, and he's in Buzzybook, and he could be a great ally, and it would really, I think, benefit us to make sure he's not dead.
Didn't you just say he was in Buzzybook? Why would he be dead?
We don't know if he's alive, but last time he was seen was in Buzzybook, and was hoping I can gather you to accompany me to search for him. I just needed your opinion on when we should leave. My aunt seems to think we should leave right now, at this very moment.
I mean, what's keeping us here?
I figured you might want a good night's rest, but if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm cool with whatever, my guy. I already slept.
Alright, well, I have her searching the castle now for any special tools, cool things. I already asked about a lab. They don't have one. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, they do like magic here.
Yeah, I know.
Not like science,
Yeah.
like
Well,
me.
Either way, be ready in 45 minutes. We'll be leaving on the hour.
I'm ready.
Well, get everyone else ready. I have to go double check the magical findings.
I'm gonna come with you. They can handle themselves.
Wait, who is there? Guess who else is there? Just me, you, and... Oh, who's Max? What is Max doing?
Max
I
will
mean,
do-
I don't even know who he is. Is he playing a character?
yeah, he's the wizard.
Oh, I play a character. Jesus Christ. What am I here for? Yes, Hopper is ready.
Hopper! Fuck, that's his name. Okay. Is there anyone else? NPC-wise? Babe?
your
Carol
mom?
Linda. Like,
Don't know if she should come. Well, maybe she should, because she got magical powers. Oh, but he doesn't really like her. Can she repay whoever she stole spell slots from and give whoever she took them from extra spell slots?
she
on
wouldn't
my
be.
behalf?
She wouldn't be able to give him extra spell
Why
slots
not?
because
She stole his spell slots,
right, but she was out of spell slots.
so
She was she was refueling her.
alright. Well,
Use
she's like way higher CR. She can give him some spell slots.
No, she can't. His
Bitch.
yeah. He can only have a certain number of spells.
That's
Yeah.
well, I tried.
And I'm still sleeping over here.
Cool. So I'm going to hopefully go find Auntie Lady.
You know, the one person that can stealth us into this place is still sleeping.
The Auntie Lady. See if she.
You say the one person as if I can't make all of us invisible.
I forgot about that, but
Um,
I also don't know that.
Magic
So.
items. Anything? Or even any tools, really. If she has any tools she thinks will help.
You weren't very specific on what she was supposed to grab you,
Right.
so this is gonna be real random,
Got
just
it.
so you're aware.
Yeah, I assumed.
You see that the first one that she gives you is a crossbow, with enchanted bolts.
Does anyone have range proficiency?
Max.
Give
I
me-
have a gun.
Range proficiency? Not on.
Well, I think
Did
it's
you use a
called-
crossbow in the tournament? Out of
Yeah,
character?
Yeah, but he wasn't
because
proficient.
I had one, but I didn't mean I was good at it. I definitely didn't win, so no, I'm not good at it.
Just because this is Spiria giving them to you, she can tell you what it is. The first one is a +1 crossbow, so it gets a +1 to hit and damage. It deals an additional D10 points of damage to any Fey, Fiend, or Undead. And once per day, you can imbue one of the bolts to shoot a fireball instead.
Make sure you're saving those and sending them to us.
All of the ammo she is giving is +1 ammo. So in addition to the +1 you get from the crossbow to hit and damage, you get a +1 to hit and damage from the arrows that you're shooting.
Sick.
Does she give us any maces or clubs?
We're not there yet.
Like I said, this fucking list is real random. So like,
Well,
Give me a
I guess
second.
I'll grab the crossbow just in case no one's taking it.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a shovel that I can have?
so there's the first one. Just like a mundane ass shovel.
Or not, if you have a magic shovel.
She would get you a regular shovel. She doesn't have like a magic
Cool.
shovel.
Thank you, thank you.
The second item is it looks like a small like pearl. Whenever you are hit with radiant damage, if you are in possession of it, as a reaction, you can reduce the damage by 1d6. Alrighty. The next thing is a ring that says whenever you deal the killing blow, you heal by 2d10. Ooh. You had another bag of rocks. You had the gumballs and then a bag of rocks. They are magical whetstones.
Send those to me.
Yeah. So there's one for fire, one for cold, one for acid, one for lightning. And basically what it says is whenever you, so like once a day, you can sharpen a blade on it, and it gives you an additional, like, elemental damage based on which whetstone you used.
Sick. That's sick. Make sure you send those to me.
Yep. So.
Hey, can I have that ring?
Yeah.
Seal.
Yeah.
Cool,
send
cool,
that to you.
cool. Cool,
Or
cool, cool.
If you'd rather just send it to me, babe, I can send it to him.
All of these, so the crossbow and the ring, so the pearl and the whetstones are, but the crossbow and the ring are attunement. So if you make sure you only have 3 slots.
I'm
so,
not wearing the ring.
Yeah.
Is my bolt gun attunement as well?
It is, yeah.
Heard, thank you.
There's that. Whetstones. Fire. Frost.
Just out of curiosity, if I were to chew one of the gumballs, bite someone, and then breath attack them,
Doesn't
would that be a
matter.
thing?
You're not getting them.
He said out of curiosity.
Yeah.
It would depend. It wouldn't do anything extra.
No, but like I would do the bite damage and then the damage from the gumball, right?
You would need it's a bonus action to expel. So if you have a bonus action when you bite, then yeah, you can expel it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last one is where's the one? And then that's the last one. So yeah, she comes up with like a handful of some items there.
Did you send me the rocks? The rocks were for me.
There, I just put them all in the chat.
Which chat? I don't have it. The general?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I thought it was gonna be a picture. My bad. I don't know, Frank. You sure you don't want this metal disc that saves you from fall damage, Mr. Folly McGee?
I can fly.
Oh yeah, I sure helped you last time. don't get
It did
paralyzed.
until it
Don't get
didn't.
paralyzed this time.
Thanks again.
Thank you is not needed. Don't do it again.
Okay, then I take it back.
Alright. That took a lot of action, so don't do it again.
I thought it only took one action.
Took like an action, a bonus action, 2 movements, an extra reaction.
Alrighty. So it's in the Discord.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But the rocks are just for me, right? That was my personal thing. It wasn't in the group thing.
It's in the group thing, but you're the one who has them.
No, I meant I found those previously to her.
Yeah, she
Okay.
didn't. She didn't give you those.
I just double checking. I couldn't
So the
remember.
things that she gives you are
The
the
ring.
crossbow, the +1 ammo, and the black seal ring,
And
and the feather token, and the feather token.
Cool. I take it all to Frank, and I tell him to distribute it as he will.
I put the ring on and hand the rest back.
Well, I dropped the rest of it in the room.
I mean, I'll take the whetstones.
Nope. I guess I only put the whetstones and the gumballs in the chat so that Aspen could see what they did. They are on
Oh.
Aspen's person. Aspen has those.
I'll pick up the disc and the crossbow and then walk back to where Sang and Hopper are and just throw the disc at Hopper and the crossbow at Sang and be like, "Happy birthday!"
Also, it says disc, but a feather token's like the size of a coin. It's like
Yeah.
it's about the size of like a 50-cent piece,
Yeah.
like a dollar
I
coin.
think
That's
what
fine.
you're talking about.
It's still a disc.
Yeah. You're not like literally like
Hopper?
throwing a frisbee at
Frisbee
somebody.
at his face.
Hopper.
Just like flips the token back over. You want to swap?
Yeah. I never seen one of these before.
No. Cool.
Thanks.
Um,
How many bolts does he have?
so Spiria gives you a quiver of 15 bolts.
15.
Does it come fully loaded though?
So it's a regular crossbow. You're gonna have to like load and shoot it on each. of your
Okay,
turns.
so it's not what you showed me in the picture.
Correct. Yeah, that was the.
Okay.
That's what the item is based off
Okay.
of, but it's not that entirely. That's why I deleted it.
You didn't want to give a crossbow a rotating bolt magazine?
Yeah, that was the golden part I saw there.
Because I don't quite get like the mechanics of that, so you'd have to explain that to me.
It's like a pepper box. Every time you shoot it, it rotates. A pepper box is how you shoot somebody 6 times with a single action.
Right, but never mind.
Alright. Well, I say we get moving.
Alrighty. Spiria can get you guys she can get you close with their with a transport, but obviously she can't, take you into Buzzybook
What time is it?
right now.
11?
Why?
Oh, never mind. That's dumb.
Why would it be 11?
Well, I was gonna say if it's 11, I could use one whetstone now and a new one in an hour. It's once a day, but what's the point of using it now? We're not gonna get anywhere in 1 hour. I'm not gonna fight one the next 20 minutes.
You can definitely sharpen on the dried there, but you're only getting one use.
I know.
And it says sharpen a weapon. Technically, with how whetstones work, they apply to any weapon that's not wood.
So if I have 2 attacks, but I have 1 sword, right? Because I'm single wielding, so I'm not dual wielding, so it's just the 1 sword.
Yeah.
So I only get 1. Cool. I was just double checking.
What do you mean?
Can it apply to a flame blade?
So it has to apply to an actual edged weapon.
Well,
So
it says
it can be like a morning star, but it can't be a magical sword,
But
like a
also-
magically flame sword.
once a day per person, or just once a day ever?
It's once a day per whatever weapon.
How does it know?
It's a magical whetstone. It's like I've smelled this metal before. Like I've
Cool.
tasted this iron. Like
Cool.
So basically, like, you could use the fire one, and Frank could use the fire one. But you'd have to use it on different weapons.
I got you.
Okay. Alrighty then. Yes.
but I don't remember it.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you notice.
Yep, we'll do.
Can I hit my gun with the whetstone real quick?
You would have to be the ammo, not the gun.
No, I mean the other side of the gun.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can do that.
Well, 1, they're in my pocket. 2, you don't even know I have them. 3, you don't know what they do.
Hey, Korish, can I sharpen my gun?
I don't know that I have them.
Do you not tell anybody?
No. Not for
Hey,
the
Korish, do you have any whetstones?
Why would you ask that? You're metagaming now.
Oh,
Hey, Sang, do you have any whetstones?
What whetstone?
Hey, Hopper, do you have any whetstones?
So sweet.
I thought someone was talking about them having some, but I don't know.
Hey, Korish, do you have any whetstones?
Who did you ask?
What a strange and peculiar specific question there, Frank.
I want to
Why'd you
sharpen my
ask?
gun.
What brought that into your head?
We're about to go save a king and my gun's not sharp?
I wonder why your gun isn't sharp. I could only imagine.
My gun.
Well, not the gun end of it.
All right.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, you know how there's like 2 ends to a gun? There's a gun end and a not gun end?
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
Oh man.
I take him into the war room. No, I take him into a closet. I take him somewhere away from where we are.
You
right?
take him into a closet?
I couldn't think of anything. Hold on.
Kind of 7 minutes in heaven.
I take him away from the room we're in.
You
And then
realize
I
Frank's
sharpen
like
his
10
gun.
years older than you.
And then I sharpen his gun. And then I give it back to him.
Yeah, bruh. I take him in the closet and sharpen his gun.
Not what I meant.
Hey, what did you sharpen it with?
At least I'm not asking you to enhance my wooden staff. And
Chant my wooden staff. Oh man. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold. What did you sharpen my gun with?
I don't know. What do you want?
Frost.
Are you sure?
Why would you say it like that?
You sure?
He said
You sure?
I already typed it, so yeah.
Typed it. Where did you type it?
Probably on his character sheet.
All right. Sure. I sharpen it with frost.
All right.
Boom.
Boom.
I don't show you though. It's a secret.
Damn, this is a cold whetstone.
All right. Brisk winds pick up as you guys gotta head deeper into the mountains there. Here in an alpine village in the Great Stone Candy Mountains, you have appeared kind of on the edge of this village here. I'm gonna say this part, real quick. We have not rolled initiative yet because we are not in combat yet. So as you appear here on the edge, there's like a little whiff of like a sweet smell, but like no like light necessarily. You guys are here in, like on the under the cover of darkness. There's like glow from down below where you guys can see as you come over on the crest over that hill there. So I think I can bring you guys to the map.
The map.
Wow, we finally get a new map.
Okay.
It's like you're trying again.
Listen here, fuckface.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Hold up. Here we go. Wasn't dark enough. Game board. Summon players to board. Here we go.
Whoa.
You guys are there at the cusp there, because it's in cinematic mode. You can't move it.
Got it.
Walk to stop.
So, real quick, does anybody want to make any checks or do anything before you go in here?
Where are we?
Where?
Because I can't move the map, so I can't see anything.
Sure, I will unlock it for you. You should be able to look now.
Oh.
Oh, so we're just like outside of the town?
Yep. Right there on the edge.
Can we see who all is in the square?
Roll a perception check. Like I said, if you guys
That's
want to
what I
make
was
any,
about to do.
if you guys want to make any checks or anything real quick, you absolutely can.
Yeah, can I like
You're facing backwards.
brighten this whole place up? I can't see dick.
It's supposed to be dark.
Yeah, but
11.
I should be able to see. I can't see.
I got a 7 on perception.
Damn.
On perception.
7-11, that should count for something.
Like I said, you can make any checks that you want here. You see that? I'll tell you what you guys do see. No perception checks required. Wait a minute. There is in the town square. There's a massive amount of people that have gathered in the center.
Where?
There's a big old light source in the middle.
Where?
So you guys are here, right? Here. It's supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be dark.
Yeah, but we can need to see.
Here.
We the
Is that
players.
brighter?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Here,
This is
Aspen, I'll solve your
gorgeous.
problem for you. Oh, never mind, I don't have control of my character.
What's the?
It's
Do
right
I?
here.
No, I don't.
I don't have dice.
It's right here.
Oh.
Max, you need to go buy yourself a set of dice.
No, I don't. No,
Yes,
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Or like
I'm-
12.
So you're actually
I'm gonna get your
missing
address
some
off of
stuff,
Sam, and I'm
so
gonna send you a set
You're
of dice.
missing a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Do you guys see the minis on your end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you might have to like come back, like leave and come back.
What? There's a mini right there.
There's a lot more minis than what you're seeing. Like a lot more.
It's fine. I don't care.
Okay, so there's people in the square.
Yes.
Melinda's with us, right?
No.
No.
What?
Can I, like-
Why? That was dumb.
Can I like roll an Arcana to see if anything magical is happening?
So you rolled a perception. Like I said, what you see is based on that. Your perception was a.
Oh, so by whenever you said you can make any checks, you meant you can make one check?
Just for right now. Everybody get their first check out of the way. We'll move for further checks here in a second. You're just not gonna tell me, or
Yeah.
You know,
I said 11, like so
not
long
you,
ago.
not you, clown.
You know this face.
Is that the natural 20 face?
That's an extra.
Okay. So you see that there's this massive crowd that's kind of gathered there in the middle. With a natural 20, you peer through the cracks. Bam.
Hopefully that fixes it.
You peer through the cracks here. First of all, you will be able to react first. Yeah, why can't you see anything?
Yeah. What is that? I see one mini. It's like a weird guy with a shield.
Here, do that for real quick. No, you literally
Thank you.
started generating. Oh, that's why, because that wasn't Aspen.
Damn.
That's okay, real quick. There you go. So it shows you some of
So
them.
it was your fault.
No.
You over here.
Do they go? Tell me if they go away. All right.
Yeah.
They went away.
Yep.
Why does it go away for you?
Because you hate me.
Oh no, I'll figure it out in the meantime, just so you can see. So,
Yeah, a lot of people.
yes, with a natural 20, if you want, you will get to act first before we roll initiative. Because you can also kind of like anticipate that I'm about to ask you to roll a stealth check here. That's what that's what's gonna like that natural 20 is gonna be.
Oh, also, when we were hiding in the 7-minute closet, I also did my sword
Okay.
with fire.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, basically you're kind of like anticipating that I'm about to have you guys roll some stealth checks to sneak around the city.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, God is about to make me roll like a 20.
Because you look down and see how absolutely like there's that big group of people in the middle there, but everybody else on the map is soldiers, is Ceresian soldiers, with weapons drawn, who are forcing Candy and villagers out into the town square. That's what you see. So we all did that. Alrighty. That being said,
Question.
yes.
Blah 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 blah. While leaving your hands free, does that mean I have to sheath my sword? Is that an action?
What are you trying to do?
The phrase "your hands must be free." Does that usually mean I have to sheath my weapon?
It means you can't have anything in your hands.
Right, but are we always naturally holding our weapons?
No. Why would you just be walking around with a sword out?
I'm just double checking. I'm just double checking mechanics.
You ever try to
ask
sleep
him
with
what
a
the hell.
sword out?
So I don't have to say I'm sheathing my sword.
Correct.
You said that like there aren't some bullshit rules.
Typically, when you're in combat, you start with unsheathing your sword.
Right, but we never say that.
Right, because I just assumed that because it's not an action.
Okay, so that's all I'm asking.
Okay. Alrighty. So you see that there's this big old open town here. You see that a bunch of stuff. You're looking through or whatnot. And yeah. So I'm gonna do that. So while you guys go ahead and start rolling your stealth checks, I'm gonna tell you what else you get on your natural 20, and that is that the first thing that you see that is the most important thing of this whole encounter is that what the people are standing in front of. And currently, because it doesn't exist in Hero Forge, I had to improvise. And that is it in front of you is a gallows. It's where they hang people.
Is that what the tree is?
It's a hanging tree.
Wait, why is there a hanging tree and then also the guy with the axe? Is he gonna hang you and then
Relax. We'll get
Yes,
there.
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
So
Before anybody rolls stealth, I'm gonna pass without a trace.
here.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a 3.
Here, you little shits.
Well, you rolled a 13.
Fucking there. Talk about the damn
We were just kidding, baby.
fucking shitters. Yeah. So because of suspension of disbelief, they are empty right now. There's nobody at the gallows right now.
On the tree.
Correct. The tree gallows. You see that there's a bunch of Bulbian church members, one kind of priest, a couple of paladins on the standing between either sides, some Ceresian heralds blowing trumpets. It is pitch black everywhere. There are braziers of burning coals and lanterns hanging from the gallows and stuff like that, in a 20-foot-ish radius. But it is dark right now. So outside of the people who have that center square, some of the guards have handheld personal lanterns. Outside of those, you guys will need some way to navigate in the dark.
I'm also gonna cast Dark Vision.
Okay.
Isn't dark vision just something you see? Oh, he doesn't have dark vision. It's a spell?
Yeah.
What you also see with a natural 20, and this is the last thing you'll get, is looking at a bunch of these paladins and priests and stuff, you see no magical flicker in people's eyes that are down there. So you don't think they have any magical spells on them right now that allow them to see in the dark. Meaning they are relying on these lights. Cool. You see that some of the guards have kind of taken over some of these these little huts here to turn them into commanders' tents and stuff. There are guards in some of the little candy cottages that are not quite burned down yet. Alrighty. So with that, I need everybody to roll a stealth check, and if you have any other checks you want to make real quick, you may do those.
I do have a question.
What's up?
Dim light. Does that give disadvantage?
Dim light? No. The people who have arguably the worst eyesight in D&D, humans, can see in dim light.
Is it lessened? Their sight range?
To a degree. They're not gonna be able to see a mile, like they would in the day.
But it wouldn't go from 60 feet to 30 feet.
Correct.
Okay.
I think.
So I lied.
I think when it goes from light, as in like full daytime, to dim light, it goes to 60 feet, I believe.
Oh,
Pass without a trace gives you plus 10.
Correct.
I got a 15, and can I roll an Arcana check to see if anything magical is happening?
Sure.
you got a 15 or you got a 25?
I got a
a
15.
20. I got a 25 with
You're
myself.
rolling like dick.
I know. It's gonna be made even better that if I didn't have bonuses to Arcana, I would have just rolled a 2, and I instead rolled a 9.
Jeez.
9 plus 10 is 29.
9 plus 10 is 21.
Yo, I'm talking about Arcana.
Oh, I thought we were talking about stealth still. I'm lost.
No, I still rolled a 15.
All right. You're rolling an Arcana.
9.
Weirdly enough, it doesn't look like there's any magic happening here. This is all mundane. Somebody's legitimately about to get hanged. No magic. No magic at all.
Should I just go invisible and stand under the gallows and cast Fly on everyone?
Can I ask for something with my natural 20 that I never got? You just kind of told me a bunch of stuff. I didn't get to ask anything.
Like what?
Would I be able to tell who the leader of this thing is? Who's running the show? Who's like commanding everyone?
Not with a perception. If you want to give me a insight check, and I'll let you roll it with advantage because of the natural 20.
17?
I will answer your question with a question. It's an easy question. Those all seem like none of those seem like they're in charge of anybody, right? First off, the guys in front have armor on, and the guys behind them have robes on, meaning they're different, like, divisions of the church, right? They're not the boss of each other.
Right, but someone's gonna say, "Pull the lever, Crunk."
Correct.
Who is it?
It doesn't seem like it's any of them.
Okay.
Right? I will say this though, because it was perception, you're trying to using insight to determine ranks. You can figure this out with perception though. The guys all in front are all paladins.
Okay.
Like Ceresian paladins. Ceresia doesn't have paladins.
Right, 'cause I believe in magic.
Correct. They're wearing like Ceresian armor, but they're like with the helmets down. So you know that Ceresia doesn't have paladins, but you know who does have paladins?
Candia?
Yes, but Candia wouldn't be holding an execution in Candia.
Right. So who?
You faced him already. It's the reason Red is dead. Brett, what's his name?
It's the cleric. I don't remember his name.
Is it
The cleric
Chibicha?
guy.
It's
No, it wasn't Chibicha.
Carradine.
Carrot. I thought I killed him. We killed him.
No, you didn't.
He
No,
was
we
in the
didn't.
Melee. I thought we killed him.
The melee's non-lethal.
Oh yeah. Dang it. I was gonna say I definitely could kicked his
You
ass.
definitely dropped him, but he was just like, I'm bruised and bloodied. Guess I'm leaving.
You're
Like,
right, I remember that now. Lame.
so
Well,
you get to, no, you can guess. You can probably infer. Ceresia is supplying Vegetania with gear to like armor Vegetania, because Vegetania is not really a military nation, right? They're a holy nation, but they do have paladins, and Ceresia looks like they're supplying them with gear to wreak havoc on people. But if there are Vegetanian paladins here, chances are Carradine is here.
You said these are Ceresian though.
The armor is Ceresian. Remember how I started off by saying like you see kind of through the
I see.
cracks, you see that
I see.
you know Ceresia doesn't have
I
paladins.
see.
Okay.
Got it.
So just going down the line here, Frank, what's your stealth?
I haven't rolled stuff yet.
15.
15. Sang, what's your stealth?
25.
25. Hopper, what's your stealth?
Still, like my check?
Yeah. What did you roll for a stealth check?
We got a plus 10 from Brett, or from Sig, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
get plus 10.
12.
Damn. Okay. And what'd you get for your stealth? 25?
15
Okay.
15 plus 2?
15 plus 10, 25? Yeah.
25.
Like I said, so the first thing we're gonna start off with before we start rolling any, like I said, there's no initiative.
Plus flat 10 or plus our own thing and 10?
It's your own thing and 10.
Oh, hold up. No, it's like 25.
You roll a stealth check, so you roll a d20 plus your stealth, and then you add 10.
Sorry, 30.
Okay, that's way better. In the cover of night, Chorus, you are fully cloaked in darkness. You get to act first.
Do I need to roll initiative though?
No, but we're gonna move like it's initiative. If it's easier for me to put you guys in initiative, I will do that for you if you need to. We're gonna start to make initial entries into the town here.
I mean, they're all sneak attack, right? As long as we stay stealthy. So we get advantage, right?
You would get advantage, yeah.
Alright, sick. For sure staying hidden till I get closer. What? Doesn't matter. None of us are gonna be able to get there in one move. It's like 200 feet away.
Correct. So you probably should start moving.
Well then,
So
it's not part of
you
my
are
action,
first. You are first in the initiative.
Is that part of my action or can can we just...
Who had the second highest? Brett did, I think.
I think it was me, yeah.
Brett, and then I know you were last. There you go. So, of course, if you want to go ahead and start moving, you can.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is it... Are we moving in turn-based?
Yeah, I put it in turn base.
Let me rephrase. Are we moving in turn-based as in I only have 30 feet, or can I just walk?
You are restricted to turn base.
So I only
Also,
have, like,
you see at the top because I made you a GM. Click the hourglass. Okay.
Okay. So I'm restricted to my, like, 50 feet or something. 40, still 45? Fuck, bro! I'm taking mobile next time. Let's see here.
Yeah, and remember, you guys can still use your turns here and stuff. You can't move or anything, but if you want to make any checks while the other players are moving and repositioning, you can still do that.
I feel like moving first is not really acting first. We're just walking. But that's fine.
Pull your green slider up. There you go, and then lock it.
Okay. Well, I guess if I'm gonna waste my turn anyways, might as well fucking dash and then double dash.
Okay. Are you just dashing straight into the middle?
I mean, I'm hiding. I'm hidden, but...
Correct. Remember,
So, how does it work? 4 times my movement speed? If I dash action, then key point dash?
no, it'd be 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
So
You
45 times.
move for 45, you dash for 45, and then you dash for 45.
Gotcha.
It just means that you move again. That's what dash means. It just means you move again. But remember, even though you're hidden, it is flooded with light over there.
I know. I'm not over there yet.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm still in the darkness, right? Right?
Huh?
Am I still in the darkness?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Can I say before I moved, I asked everyone a question?
Sure.
How we doing this, boys? We going in hot? Or, taking it quiet? What are we doing? Just need to know, because my next decision will ruin whatever the other decision is, so I need to know. What you guys
I'm gonna get on a roof and start shooting at people as soon as you guys want to start fighting.
Oh, you're gonna be shooting people, so maybe my next...
I have a gun!
Right, I was about to... I don't know yet.
Also, what you see is what you see. So if you're looking around the map as far as, like, ways to get in, like, into the town and stuff, all of that is there.
Yeah. I got you, dog. Alright, well... Are these townspeople? Like, just watching?
Mm-hmm.
Like, innocent bystanders?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
They're not manacled or anything. They're just being forced into the town center.
What are their races?
Candians.
They're all Candians?
All Candians.
Okay, well, let's not shoot them. Frank. Understood?
He's fiddling with some bottles.
Frank, we're not shooting the Candians, right?
As long as they don't need to be shot.
Fine. I can handle that. Alright, well then that decided my next move. Well, actually I should ask everyone else first. Does anyone else want a stealth? Like, get a sneak attack advantage, because if not, I'm just gonna cast darkness and go berserk on this bitch.
Well, I'd like to
Next
be able to
round,
get
next
into
round.
position before we like do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Same.
That's what I'm saying. Next round.
Yeah, definitely get in position first.
Men.
See, they want to get in position too.
They never listen. Men. Alright. Then I will just get myself where I think is best for that next turn. I don't have any range, so I'm definitely going to want to get up there. So let's... These guys... This way, and downstairs. Yeah, let's do that. I got another 45 feet.
See?
If I go here, will they see me? Like, can I do... I mean, I'm passing without a trace and moving stealthily, so...
Maybe.
What? How do I know? How do I...
Maybe.
They're gonna roll a perception check.
Even if I make no noise and stuff?
You're stealthed. That's just the DC that they have to get to.
Alright, I'll just go here instead then. Behind this little wall.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sang. Let's make some moves.
So I am going to use my action. Before we go any farther, do you want me to... So, since I have the wolves, do you want me to take a spell slot for summon... What was it? Conjure animals? For the wolves?
Sure do.
I thought so. So, and then... Well... Then I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf. And then... I think that
Wolves? Do they have hyenas but not wolves?
I will send you the link to it momentarily.
No, I mean
'cause
like Tailspire. There's wolves. There's wolves. There's
I was
wolves.
gonna say, that'd be stupid if they didn't have wolves.
How many wolves do you have?
I will let you know in a second.
Was it like 3?
What's their CR? 8.
Damn.
And health-wise, they have...
A lot, because you're a circle to shepherd.
Sure am. 11 plus, what's the hit die? D8, so... 2 per hit die, so 16, so they have... What? 26?
Alrighty. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I forgot. They changed this.
Michelob Ultra.
What the fuck?
You heard the man.
I did not.
He said Michelob Ultra.
So they have 26. 26. Player permissions is Brett. We hit them with the Control C. Paste it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they didn't do that part yet. That sucks. Probably should switch the scene.
How many wolves does he get?
8.
Jesus.
They're CR 1/4, so I get 8.
Yeah, Brett's about to put out some mad damage.
Some mad dips. And then Brett's gonna be a hyena.
Yeah.
Fuck, is it me?
Alright, what's your health?
My health is. That's the wrong tab. I need that tab. As soon as I find it. 37, and I think I get bonus health because. $37. But don't worry, when that runs out, I just transform back, and then I have 82, so I'm fine.
There you go. You are good to go.
Sweet.
Hey, so this, do you see this tree that one of these dots is on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How well could I stand in it?
Give me an athletics check and we'll see.
Do I have to decide I'm standing in it first?
Yep.
Remember something that.
Can it be acrobatics?
Sure can't.
Sure can't. That's funny.
Why will it not let me move?
Oh, I erased you from the
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we got to discuss my movement. This was the circle-ish. I moved from the edge of it to the middle. Is that correct? Like exactly 60 feet. Can we just call it that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. But like I can't move anymore.
Correct.
Damn.
So, yeah, once you take your turn, I'm gonna have Brett go.
Okay, wait, pause. I'm taking back my movement. You know, it's easier if you do the circle, because then your dot doesn't have to be like spot on.
I'm just trying. There, that's 49 and a half. Cool. Can I move now?
God damn it, Sully.
Like I said, I was gonna let Frank finish doing what he was gonna do, but that's fine. I can do this. There.
Yo, whatever. Wait, hold on. Ah!
Nope.
Okay.
Go, move. Brett, move.
I can't.
I know, Brett, move.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You only have 50 feet as a fucking direwolf?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's one. Yeah, never mind. That's not a double move.
Yeah, because I used my action to transform. And then it has to be my turn to move. It has to be the wolf's turn to move, don't they?
Oh god.
And this is why you don't do Circle of the Shepherd.
So the spell itself is that's just the spell itself. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Next.
Times 8.
If I could. There we go.
Click the initiative, it'll center it, and then pick.
Yeah, I got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Next, go.
I have to move my green dot up every time.
Just
5,
lock
10,
it. Lock
15,
the plane.
20, 30, 35, 40. I can do that?
There's a lock,
Mhm.
literally to the left of it. Just lock it.
Ah. Okay. Next.
Oh god. why we hate
You
druids.
realize you're gonna be doing this for the next hour, right?
Fuck druids. I hate this.
20, 25,
Flooding my
30,
damn initiative
35,
work.
40. Next. 10, 15, 20.
You did this to
30,
yourself, Sully.
35, 40.
Ugh.
Next.
It's gonna be like a Pathfinder game where I say no tieflings, or I just go no druids. I'm sorry, no Circle of the Shepherd
30,
druids.
35, 40. I want you to understand this isn't even Circle of the Shepherd, this is just the spell.
Why no tieflings?
25, 30, 35, 40. Last one.
Ugh, my eyeballs.
Thirty, 35, 40.
Okay.
Okay. They could double move, but I want them to stay close to me.
All right, Frank, go.
There. Done.
Hopper, go. That's a cone.
Yeah. I got it.
You jumping into the tree?
There's not a tree there. Right?
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there is.
Nah. I didn't want that. Right. Yeah, there we go. That's 40 feet.
All right. That was okay. Sick. Okay.
Don't you love 15-minute long move actions?
Cool. Da. So you guys are doing that. So your wolves, you're gonna have to move those separately. If you're keeping them that close to you, just keep them like a square or two away from you. We're gonna go 1 or 2 more turns. Just use your mains, please. We're not doing 8 wolves. We'll just move them at the end. So, of course, if you want to go ahead and move again, you can absolutely do that. Again, if you guys want to make any checks or anything along the way, you don't have to wait till your quote-unquote turn.
These guys up here are both.
Can I make an investigation to see if I can see who they want to execute? Also, I can't see the NPCs anymore.
Why?
These guys up here, they have bows? Where are they?
No, there's only one person with a bow, and he's on the roof.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess there's 2 people with bows.
Yeah, I can only see one NPC now. But can I do that?
Move your green up. Like, move it all, like, way up. Yeah. See him on the roof now? Oh, sorry. What'd you say, Sage?
Can I make an investigation to see if I can see who they're gonna execute?
That'd be perception.
Okay, not 1.
Either way.
Honestly, looks like they're waiting for y'all. Looks like they knew you were coming, and they're setting up to execute you, all of you.
Do you guys have, I guess none of us do. These guys need to take Alright. Just moving now? That's it?
Yep.
Alright.
One, two, three.
Oh my god, I know why I can't see them.
What is it? What happened?
My mini doesn't have direct line of sight to the NPCs, so I can't see them. None of our minis have direct line of sight.
I see. So Aspen doesn't have to be a GM anymore.
If none of us have direct line of sight, we can't see them on the map.
Tell me if I stay right here, I can see them bitches.
Holy shit! This program is sick!
I saw Aspen move, and then 3 more minis popped up, and I was like, oh my god, it's because we don't have direct line of sight.
Huh. Interesting.
This program rocks.
I mean, it kind of sucks. I wish I could see it, but whatever. From a player standpoint, it kind of sucks not being able to see them.
But it's immersive.
No. Well, that kind of just fucked everything I needed. But, shit.
I actually forgot they put that in. That's a recent patch.
Can you turn it off?
No.
Fuck.
Why?
I'm not moving here, but I'm standing here so I can see.
Let me see if it's like a depth of field.
Okay. I would just stay right here then.
Okay. Is there any checks you want to make on your turn?
Can I do a sound perception? See if I hear anybody in any of these
Is
buildings?
sound-based perception?
Yeah.
100%.
I'm specifically listening for screaming, whimpering, sounds of pain. What did I say? Perception?
Perception.
That is perception, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 6. 19.
19. You don't hear anybody. There's no screams of pain or anything. I know, like, on the board, there's not that many minis out, but that's also because I didn't want to put 90 minis in that little town square. It looks like they've brought everybody out of their home, so there's nobody in the houses, at least not prisoners, right? But what you do hear and then inevitably see is that you hear some, like, talks. You said you got a 19? Do you remember, I don't know. There's a voice that you hear that is familiar to you. This is back in, like, episode 2. Episode 1, episode 2. You hear this kind of like nerdy voice, kind of like nasally male voice, who sounds like he's reading some sort of like religious text.
Anything I can roll to remember better?
Give me a wisdom. Just give me a D20 plus your wisdom mod. I'll say DC 10.
Wisdom mod?
Yeah.
Not 10.
Yeah, so you can't put your thumb on it, but you've definitely heard the voice before.
Is it the teacher?
It is not the teacher. No.
Is it Frank?
Frank's behind, just breathing in your ear.
No, it's. I think I know who it is. I just can't remember his name.
I'll tell you what. If you can tell me who you think it is, I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
But,
You don't have to tell me the name, but if you can like describe the person enough for me to.
can you say your
it's got this like it's this nasally voice. You hear him like, in the name of the bulb, he goes, what forth do we bring from the rest of from your words, O mighty bulb? Do we deliver these? How forth do we deliver these what's the word I'm looking for? These heretics into your light, O Lord.
Thought I knew? Turns out I was way wrong.
Who did you think it was?
Avocado Man.
No. It was not Avocado.
He is dorky,
Yeah, he is dorky.
but then you did the voice. That's, like, way different. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Okay.
Alrighty. Saying, just you fucker.
Where am I? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then they're all just gonna come up behind me.
Okay. We'll do that in a second. Frank, go.
Where am I?
You're underneath the tree.
Thank you.
Tiny mid.
You know what? I'm just gonna. Is it shift and move?
Oh! I read
2, 3,
Does this mean my hands have to be free?
5,
My hands are
6.
free while doing it.
It leaves your hand.
Hey, whoever's ruling,
you
I
can
need you
just-
to not right now. Oh, cool. And then I'm gonna Misty Step up here.
Comma leaving your hands free.
That's way better.
Wait, no. I'm gonna Misty Step up here.
Alrighty.
I guess that's... Is this the space?
If you click, just like give yourself like a quick click, it will center you. So
Cool.
like so see how it just drops you, it snaps you to a square? Yeah. Hopper, you can go. It does. I don't know if it'll show you, Frank. As you get up there, so I'll give you guys a free perception check, unless you want to do a different check. But if you want to take a free perception check on your turn, you can absolutely just do that real quick.
I'll hit it real quick.
I think I already did that.
Not 20.
Damn.
y- What is that? That's a 19. Wait,
19?
19 plus minus 1. 18.
18. The minute you get to high ground, you can see over the roof a little bit. I know it's a flat tile, so it doesn't actually let you look over it. I'm just
Here.
gonna tell you what's on the other side.
Hold on.
So-
let me just. This is dumb. Oh, never mind. It's not my turn.
So in the alleyway to your south, if you have look at the compass at the bottom, the alley to the south.
There's a compass?
Yeah, bottom left.
Oh my god, there's a compass.
So the alleyway to your south there, and in front of you, you see lanterns kind of like walking down. So you know there's a patrol in that alleyway walking away from you, and there's a patrol in front of you walking towards you. It's gonna be crossing your path here soon.
Okay.
Nat 20.
But they won't see me on the roof,
Correct.
right?
They won't see you. I'm just saying that you remember they're walking around with lanterns, so you just have to look for the light. But you absolutely see them. Where are you standing, Max? You're right there.
Yeah.
Max, I'm going to send you a message.
Cool.
Tell me when you got that, then you can take your turn. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take your turn. He said, "What?"
I mean, yeah, I moved. That's my turn for now. That's what
Okay.
we're gonna go with. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with this information.
You don't want to double move? You can always double move if you like.
Double. Yeah, might as well. I guess that is good. Good point. How can we turn? There we go. We'll post up right there.
Alrighty. We're gonna go one. You know what? Nah. Let's get this party started.
Oh
Shall
boy.
we?
Oh boy. There ain't no windows in this building either.
As you guys begin to dart through the darkness, seemingly, by the way, been rolling perception checks this whole time. They have not been able to track you guys down. You see marching out from the commander's tent in chains, Duke Joran Jawbreaker.
Damn it.
Led.
You
is
say damn it
led-
as if you didn't know.
Is led to the noose by a Vegetanian knight, and the priest begins to recite the charges against him and his last rites. I know you guys are in initiative order, but that's based on stealth, so as of right now, I need an actual initiative roll from everybody.
Get rid of old dice.
Oh, I'm gonna use my metal die. That's a good idea.
Metal die?
Yeah, metal die.
3. Oh my.
You add your dex mod to initiative, right?
Correct.
20.
13.
It's always dex mod, but you have also you can do your
Dex.
sword.
6 then.
It gives you a +2 to initiative.
I'm missing that.
It gives you an additional +2 to initiative.
Why is my spell saving?
Because you're a tiefling.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, but you rolled? Okay.
19.
So real quick, so 25 to 20.
Me, 9 or 20.
20. Alright, 20 to 15. 19. 15 to 10. Wow. 10 to 5?
Oh, 6.
I had a 13, sorry.
Bro, what the fuck? Bam and bam. Alright. So, Korsh, you are at the start of the initiative as we start this new round. You see that Joran is being led out in chains, which, by the way, I can...
Sorry, wait. Hold on. Back up. What did you roll, Aspen?
19.
So why is she above me?
Oh, I thought you rolled... I don't know. Good
Sorry.
Oh.
Don't mean to rain on your parade.
she's
That was not
she's
meant to be rude. I was just curious.
She's not. It picked up on the initiative because it was her turn from the last one. So you're the first to act as you peek over the hay roof there. You see Joran Jawbreaker. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so you see Joran Jawbreaker, who's roughly like 7'4", and it's been a long time since you've seen this guy, Frank. You have seen him before. It's not something you see every day, but you have seen him before. Like 7'4", thick crystalline beard, cape, like his Duke's cape, with like the Jawbreaker insignia on the back of it. You see that his mace is like off on the side by the gallows, the giant like warhammer of the Jawbreakers, which is literally just a giant Jawbreaker at the end of a stick. Is led out in chains to the gallows, and you guys have been doing that, which now we can answer the question of all of our PCs here as to who the guy standing by the tree was. So yeah, I'm gonna say the positions you guys are in right now are the positions you're gonna begin in. You guys hear the sense of so I'm gonna give you one round real quick before anything really serious happens. You have like one more round to reposition, one more round to figure some shit out. You hear the priest say, Duke Joran Jawbreaker of Candia, you are hereby charged with the crimes of open rebellion against the Concord. As such, I hereby, he goes, I will now hereby recite to you your last rites. And he begins his spiel. Frank, what do you do?
What is the exact position that he is in?
They are currently in the. They have the noose is around his neck. They've tightened it. It has not dropped yet. The trapdoor has not dropped.
Okay. So theoretically, purely theoretically, I can infuse my bullets with more things than just my bombs, right?
It depends on what you're infusing it with, but for the most part, yes.
So like an invisibility potion?
You could do that.
Or like a flying potion?
You could do that as well. It won't do bomb damage, but it'll do bullet damage as well as whatever the spell is.
Right.
Wait, that big guy with the axe is Joran?
Is Joran.
Why do you have an axe then?
Because I can't take it off of the mini.
Oh, okay. Double check.
Also, that's not normally the size of the mini. The
Just double check
size of the mini is the size of the building.
Double check it.
Second theoretical. I understand that aiming at things and like taking a shot is an attack roll and then a damage roll, correct?
Correct.
So I could aim at like what the noose is like where the rope is tied off and try and break it, right?
You could do that.
Okay. Where's everyone else on the map? Because I can't find any of them.
So Hopper is directly below you.
Oh, I can hover over them. I know exactly where they are. Never mind. I'm gonna move there.
Because Max rolls his dice on the board.
Yeah, how do I get rid of them?
I gotta remove them.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to ready an action. Is this like a lever controlled
Yeah, you see that, again, I had to make a tree. It's a
Yep.
full gallows system. There's a guy who's about to pull the lever. He's going to fall through a trapdoor. Rope is going to go taut. Jordan is going to begin to suffocate.
Okay, I'm readying an action for if it looks like the lever is going to be pulled. I want to shoot the wood where the rope is attached to with a bomb.
Okay. Yes.
And because it's a precise bomb, it still does damage to the people around it that I want. Correct?
Correct, because that's what precise bombs do.
And will knock them prone.
Correct.
Cool. Yeah, I'm readying that action.
You ready in action? You take up a shooter's stance there up on the roof. Chorus, you're next.
Well, I was going to. My foil is bad. I don't want to do that. Shoot. Can I see Frank? Yeah, I can.
I imagine you guys are stealthing from the enemies, but no, wait. I imagine you're stealthing from the enemies, but not like from each other.
Right.
So I'll say, that unless Frank is deliberately hiding from you, which I don't think he is, you guys.
I'm standing on the top of a roof.
You guys know where you're at. Silhouetted by the fucking moon, you see Frank is up there in like in a rifleman's position.
Cool. So I know he's probably gonna do something.
Really? You think somebody holding a gun up, taking aim, is probably gonna do something?
Probably. I hope so.
I just got out the shower. They pulled me out my crib when I was naked.
Alright. Is anyone else doing anything stealthy, or could I, like, start?
You're the second to act.
Right, but I'm asking them as a group.
Okay. I would say, if you want to, like, ready an action.
Them. Shut up.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
yeah, I
meta,
would've killed
that's
these
fully
two guys.
meta.
Oh no, I have dark vision cast, so I'm fine.
None of y'all, I couldn't hear anything. And then that's all.
We have one more round to prepare.
We do?
I say we should probably take it to prepare.
Yes.
I don't have anything to prepare, so I'll just have to ready it out.
Right, but you have two people after you who might.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
But that's metagaming.
No, you guys can absolutely, like, talk amongst yourselves to, like, prep something out.
We for
if,
sure
if you
would've made
want.
a plan.
Yeah. That's totally fine. You guys, you know, you guys are moving as a coordinated attack. If you guys want to talk as such, you can absolutely do that.
These two guys standing in front of me, are those guards or Candians?
Where are you?
The one's like right in front of
They
Aspen.
brought me to a
Oh,
fight.
those are guards. Yeah, those are guards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're gonna die.
Wait, this dude does look like he's naked. What the hell?
Right? The fat guy in the middle?
Yeah, there's
Oh
two
my.
of the exact same one too.
I think there's 3 of them.
Yeah. Naked asses.
He is shirtless.
Alright, then I will move for one. Continuing down. Oh, of course I can do that.
You are getting close to that light, just so you're aware.
I know, it's like right here, though, right?
Yeah, here, I'll show you. So, he's getting 20 feet from him. So, lights goes to about there.
Cool, I'm right outside of it. Right at my 45. I didn't have to use any extra shit to move. And then I will... I couldn't determine where Frank's aiming from here, can I?
Correct. Again, you can talk to the other. You guys can talk
right,
to
right,
the
right.
PCs. You guys can talk to each other.
Frankity Frank Frank. Well, I already know what you're doing, so I don't know why I'm asking.
Yeah.
What you're doing. Okay, well then I won't fuck with them. I will fuck a wheat. Well, let's get them. That guy's gotta go. Worry about the high guy. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna ready an action. After they make their first move, whoever it be, after our position is given away, and we are no longer in a point of stealth because something just happened. I'd like to cast darkness on this guy's helmet.
Okay.
Which guy? Hold on, which guy?
Let me orb him.
Let me orb him.
This guy.
Okay.
Just so real quick, what is the range of darkness?
The range, as in to cast it,
Yes.
it is 60 feet. So I might not be able to know.
Yeah, I think you might be a little out of it.
You definitely can't do that.
Well, it's up, right?
Yeah, 60 feet is still done.
Shoot. Okay. We'll move your thing. Oh, wait. Get rid of it. Be gone!
Thought.
What if I'm up? Does that give you range?
Not necessarily. I would argue it gives you range if you shoot down, but not if you shoot up. Like if you shoot up or on the same plane, I would argue no.
Okay.
But if you shoot down, I would say yeah, it would give you some extra range.
Okay. Well. Okay. Then
I appreciate Max over here full measuring, trying to figure out what he's gonna do.
Max is ready, bruh. He's gonna be in the light for sure, but he's ready.
Am I?
I know exactly what he's trying to do as well, which cracks me up.
If I use my bonus action.
He's about to try and Misty Step, isn't he?
Yeah.
So like,
Mans wants to be right there.
Press 8, and then on your use once you press 7. Oh, you do it that way. Okay. But if you
The
press
observation
enter,
skills
one,
there,
enter,
Frank.
so it doesn't reset it.
Well, I do have a vantage point after all.
What would it, if I wanted to come over here and hide, but I have a tactic light, is it like another perception check that they roll? Or
He's
do I automatically just get like stealth?
as far as walking in the light goes, you're under the effect of magical.
Oh, what am I doing? I don't mind. Never mind. Okay, I used,
That is one way to do it.
I used, where did it go? Step of the Wind to, dash action as a bonus, so that I'm not using my action. I used my cloak to climb, which is just free.
It just happens. It just gives you a climb speed, yeah.
So I avoided the light, and then I'd like to ready my action. I lied. I would like to wait to see that.
Okay. Just remember, if you wait, you won't be able to act.
I know. Can I action hide though?
Yeah, 100%. Give me a stealth check. You are still under the effects of Pass Without a Trace.
That is 29.
Damn. Oh yeah, and you're behind fish. Like there's a whole like line of fish over there. A couple of tanning racks for some leather that you're fully behind, covered in the darkness. We move to Sang. If you want to go ahead and move or figure something out, go ahead and take your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does that put me?
That is
No, I gotta
for
go.
sure in the light. Yeah. Do you need me to put the? Here, let me put the orb on so that you can see.
Back 10. Oh, I mean, I don't care about being in the light. My stealth is fine how it is.
Right, but the minute you step in the light, mechanically he gets a save on you. He gets to roll a check on you for free at advantage.
That's fine. So that's 20. No, I went back 10, so that's 15. Cool, you can move it now.
Cool.
20, 25.
Alrighty, rolling. What's
And
your
I think I
what's
gotta
your
go.
what's your stealth?
What was it? 25.
25.
Yeah, I gotta go one more forward so I can attack him.
That could not have been that bad. He got an 8 and a 1, like on the dice.
Hyena walks up next to him.
Oh, I
and he's
gotta roll
just
2.
like,
I gotta roll 2. Hold on.
okay.
I gotta roll the second one. This is all happening in the fraction of a second. The one not closest to you, but the other one you are watching over, you are a dire wolf, which is, I don't know if you've ever seen a dire wolf. They are giant wolves. They're huge.
Yep.
You are prowling through the streets here. You immediately go from the woodland area, the forest, onto pavement. And
There's
like,
no way he rolled a nat 20.
like all things, it's all it takes is the snap of a twig for him to turn and see a wolf bearing down on his on his ally.
There's no way you rolled a nat 20. That's the only way.
Actually, I rolled a natural 19, but they have a +7 to perception.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
He sees you. All he sees is the black pearls of eyes, just like peeking out from the darkness of you and an entire pack of wolves. He turns and you hear wolves. They turn and they start to draw. The guy next to him turns, but he does not benefit from being. He is still surprised because he rolled 2 nat 1s on his perception. So he's still gonna be surprised. You see a bunch of the townsfolk go up in uproars as they wolves. What the? As they start to freak out, people start freaking out. Are you attacking this turn, or are you just positioning there?
Oh no, I'm attacking.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Don't forget about your wolves.
Oh, we already said they're moving up with me, so pack tactics kick in and I get advantage on my my attack. Ooh, those are bad. I believe it's +5. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
And then second bite that I can do as an unarmed strike bonus action. Damn, those are bad. And nope. Nope.
No.
No.
You.
I missed, but now the wolves get to go.
You snap at him. You see that he immediately turns up. Arcane barrier. Boom. He literally puts like a orb of force of just raw arcane energy, literally in between your jaws, and stops you from clamping down.
Okay, so I have 60 20s here. I'm gonna do do I have 8? Yeah, so I'm gonna do 4 wolves at a time.
I would
Just to
say
speed it up.
there's not even 6 spaces around him, so there's no way you're rolling 6 attacks.
Oh, well, they all get advantage because pack tactics.
Right, but I don't know what the position of these guys are. Here, if you wanna, technically, so you have 50 feet, but they have 40 feet. So unless they're double moving, they're actually behind you more.
Well, I moved up 30 and they were 10 behind me, so it should be 40 on the dot.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just kind of put them in there as just as is. I don't know how they're actually standing.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So as of right now, only one of them. Yeah, I would say as of right now, only one of them can attack.
That one. And then the other ones are fine. So 2 of them can attack.
Yeah, and those are at advantage.
Sure are. What is it? What is it? +5? Okay, so 18 and 22.
Definitely a hit.
I gotta pull up the sheet. That's direwolf. Oh, I'm sorry, it's +4 to hit, but same thing. 2d4 plus 2.
Roll your second, or did you
No,
already
that
roll?
was both of them.
Okay. Yeah, those are both definitely hits.
That's not a d4. I just saw it. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Eight plus 2, 4, 6, 16 on that guy in front of me.
60. They snap from the darkness. They start to snap. You see that his back slings into the jumps into the rope as they are snapping at him and taking bites out of him. He is not dead, but they have begun to definitely take chunks out of him. In the midst of him doing that, he's going to use that. You see he's being attacked by your wolves. He notices you're a different color. You see his eyes flash with arcane energy, and you see he says, he goes, "We're under attack!" So he does that. Hopper, if you want to take your turn, you can.
I want to spider climb to like this corner.
Absolutely, you can absolutely do that. Go ahead and take your move.
And then Misty step across.
Ew, okay.
Let's see.
Boom.
Yeah.
You climb up, hit the roof on all fours, leap, missed, reappear on the other side of the roof. You are there. That's your move, action, bonus action. We come back.
Yeah, that's everything.
Chaos has started to erupt. You see the priest looks over at all of the wolves that are starting to attack. He slams the book shut. Boom! Slams the book shut. You see he turns to the hangman at the gallows, and he says, you see he does that, boom, 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 and he goes, "I hereby sentence you to death." He goes, "Death by hanging." Points to the hangman. Hangman pulls the lever. As the rope goes taut, you guys hear, BAM! The lever, go ahead and roll me a attack roll, please.
What is my to hit with this thing? Because I don't actually know.
It's your Dex mod and proficiency bonus. And then I think is it a +1 weapon or a +2?
You didn't say it was a plus any?
Oh, it's a +1. It's a magical weapon, so it's +1.
Oh, god damn it! I could have been doing way more damage to Calroy. Dex mod and proficiency?
Yeah, and then +1.
That's a 21.
21 definitely hits. Boom! Big old
Do you even
inferno
want me
hits
to roll damage?
as the what is it like? It's fire and it's wood, and so wood takes double damage from fire. So
Yeah, it's a D8 plus 3d6s.
yeah, you used to watch splinters go everywhere, and you see that Joran hits the ground. So he goes through the gallows, hits the ground. Giant man, so his head is still sticking up through the trap door. As he does that,
Was there anyone within 10 feet of where it hit?
oh yeah, probably the priest and a couple of these paladins here. So
Okay, they all need to make a strength save.
strength save.
Beat 15.
I just put the dot on top of Joran for the sake of simplicity.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
What?
That the two guys that that guy hit had to make a strength save. I fucked
so
up.
it's gonna be 3 of them, 2 of them. This is their save. What's your save? DC?
DC 15.
Okay, that's 2 saves from the 2 paladins. The priest, not so much. That is a 2 plus 1, so that's a 3. So he's knocked
Okay,
prone.
so priest is knocked prone. I haven't done this in a minute, so let me look at damage.
Spiria Mentha put up she established transport for you. It's waiting for you to leave too. So, hold me one sec.
Like, the same place we entered from, so like over by this rock?
Yeah, same place where you entered from.
Like here?
Yeah. If you actually go past a little bit to the left side of the map, you'll see a literal pathway. It's out there by the woods. Look, you're right. That's left. Right. See the path?
Yeah, you said to my left. I was looking at these rocks. That's what happened.
Yeah, so that's actually the path into town. That's like the road. You guys are off the beaten side. Like you don't ever want to like infiltrate a town via the road, but that's how you would get into the town.
And so if I follow this, it's like, let's say we have to get here, or let's say we have to get here.
I would say it depends on how close the enemies are to you. Cool. You
Not general.
Sully,
yes.
those 3 I'll take 20 damage.
Woo! 20, 20, and 20. Just so I. There we go. Okay. So I remember these guys. That much. He's outside of it. Joran hits the ground. Joran was already in a bad state, but the bomb does miss him. So here's the thing. I would say you're the closest, Korish. Actually, the 3 of you are actually insanely close. If the 3 of you want to make medicine checks real quick.
12.
16? What about you, Max? Max, what'd you get on medicine?
It's 18.
18. So Frank, you are too far. The flame goes too high for you to actually see it because you didn't get the DC. The other 2 of you are close enough and behind the flames to see. Joran was already like fucked up. Clear, like your what you were inferring in the war room is correct. Joran literally picked up his warhammer and came here by himself. It didn't go well, so he's beat up, he's cut up real bad. Joran is on death saves.
Of course he is.
However, had the hanging proceeded, he was rolling death saves at disadvantage, and if he fails, he takes 2 death saves. You've bought him a lot of time until somebody can get to him. Blind, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. You won't be able to tell until you're like, ask him that. Like, he looks like he's blind because his eyes are closed. So Joran is down, but not as a result of Frank and not as a result of the hanging. He is making death saves, but he has a lot more time to make those death saves. We go to Korish. If you want to go ahead and make a move here.
Wait, hold on. Why is it not my turn?
You readied an action.
Is that not my reaction, though?
So okay. Technically,
I thought ready in action just used your last turn.
No, okay. So it uses your on your turn
It
you
uses the reaction of the
right,
turn,
but
right?
you can't use a reaction on your own turn. So like here's what has to happen. Either this turn right now that we just said, you have to say like I continue to hold my shot, so that on Korish's turn you take the shot, or B, you have to do something else on your turn because it does use your reaction, but you can't use your reaction on somebody.
In that case, I wanted that shot to just be an action shot, because I have extra stuff I can do if that's the case.
Let's do that then. Let's do that.
Cool. I'm gonna cast 4th level Cure Wounds in a bullet and shoot it at what's his bucket?
Okay. Yes, he can infuse this with his spells. He is prone though, so with a ranged weapon, you're rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, never mind then. I take it back, I guess. Alright, then I'm just gonna shoot the 3 I shot before again, but I'm gonna shoot one of them directly, the middle one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attacks.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
So that's... What does a D8 look like? That. The first guy takes... Hold on, I rolled a 1 3 times in a row.
Like damage or a D20 you roll a 3
damage, but I get to reroll ones.
Okay. Well, no. You only get... is it 3 D8s and all 3 of those D8s were 1s?
It's 1 D8 and 3 D6s, and I rolled 2 1s.
On the
so
D6s?
I rerolled them. Yeah.
Okay.
I can reroll all 1s.
Well,
it's
you
a
have
discovery
to take
I took.
You do have to take the reroll. So if you roll a 1 and then it's a 1 again, you have to take the second one.
Let me read it to make sure. I mean, it was 2 different die, but still let me read it.
If it's 2 different
because
die,
now I'm
that's fine. I'm
curious.
saying that like if you're like, oh, I gotta roll a 1d6 plus 1, and I roll a d6, I re-roll the d6, and you get a 1 again, you have to use the 1.
Yeah, I got that. I just want to look because I'm curious and want to read it so I can prove you wrong if you're wrong.
Fair. That's just like the rules for most re-rolls is like you re-roll and you take whatever the second thing
Right,
is,
yeah.
usually.
Yeah, you're right. Anywho.
Yeah, but like I said, like you said, it was 2 different dice, so those are 2 different damage rolls. You do get to re-roll those.
24 to the first guy. And 24 to the other 2 as well. No, 25 to the other 2. Why do I roll better on my secondary every time?
Again, crack, bam! Another shot flies, soars across the sky. You see that this time the guy tries to like embrace for the shot, fully hits it, takes it to the chest. It does one of those things that you see in like anime and like cartoons and stuff where the beam like bends around the person because they like have a shield up or something, and the column of flame that bends around him fully engulfs the priest behind him. It is just like a charred stain on the ground as it like arcs around him. Priest is dead. Anything else? Any move? You want to move at all?
Nope.
All right. Kors, your turn for real.
Okay.
Hey, wait, real quick. I realize my turn just ended, but don't I get advantage for having high ground?
You do, yeah. If you want to roll.
It didn't matter because I rolled good. Would it cancel out the disadvantage of shooting at someone who's prone?
Yeah, it would have. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't even occur to me.
No, it didn't occur to me either. We're good.
He's shooting at the guards in front of Joran.
Have they been hurt?
Yes.
Cool. How much? A lot?
Like 40, 50 odd
45
damage.
damage.
Each?
Yeah. Get in there.
Okay, getting in there.
Korish darts out from the shadows. As you come into the light.
That's the stuff, right?
Not even kinda.
What you mean?
Like, so you still get your advantage,
Yeah.
but the minute you step in, you're in light now. You're
Right,
not.
so these
You
guys
are.
who aren't looking at all, I can't sneak attack them?
You don't get sneak attack at all because you're not a rogue, but you can swing it. You get to swing an advantage against them.
Alright, that'll work.
You see that you fully come into the light, all of the townspeople fully see you. Like,
Ugh,
What was
22.
22 hits. Yeah.
First one hits. Nineteen.
19 hits.
I like these dice. Nat 20?
Yeah, not 20 hits.
Please help me remember all the damage stuff. Sorry, I don't remember that.
23 hits. Oh, man.
4 hits.
And that's Flurry of Blows that you're using?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, keep my way. So that's 4 hits.
Yeah.
But I would like to do one of them is healing on Joran.
Okay, so then it would be 3 hits.
Well, I'm
Unless
keeping
you're
track.
attacking Joran.
I don't know. It works like that.
What is the wording on it? What are you you're using? Hands of Healing, I take it.
Yeah. At their level. When you use Free Blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes
Yeah.
with use of this feature without spending a key point.
So you get to you roll an attack on Joran against his AC. If it's an ally, I'll just say it lets it hit. But yeah, you do have to replace one of them. So you only get 3 hits instead of 4.
Okay. But one of them crits, and that's for sure going on the bad guys.
Okay.
So roll 3d6 or 3d.
So it's what 2 sword strikes, 1 unarmed strike.
3 unarmed strikes, 1 healing.
You have martial arts. You can weave attacks in between. That's what martial arts does. As long as your weapon is a monk weapon, you can swing or unarmed strike as a part of the combo. So I think your Flurry of Blows says it has to be an unarmed strike, right? Or does it say unarmed strike or monk weapon?
I thought. Well, oh no, key fuel attack says or monk weapon.
Yes, key fueled attacks is or unarmed. Yeah. So basically, you would slash, kick, or slash, punch. Normally, you're doing slash, punch.
Alright, takes me back to the deal. Fuck you, Jordan, for now. I want 4 hits.
Okay. So 2 slashes, 2 swings, or 2 punches.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Help me keep track of this. So I need 4d6,
What's your sword?
1d6 piercing.
One
My
d.
unarmed strike would be.
You think 1d6 plus
2.
piercing?
Plus 4. Okay.
Yeah. So you're doing
But my unarmed strike would just be 1d6 plus 2.
correct.
Cool. So 4d6 is what I said.
46. And then don't forget you have fire on your weapon.
Oh, I know.
That's all the d6s? Okay.
32. Plus the, oh, no. 16. 17, 1, 2, 3, 4. 24. 28. 28. Plus the crit.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
34.
So it'd be
Plus the fire.
28. Yeah, 28 plus 6 is 34.
Shut up. Laughing in my head if you stop and go away.
Per swing. So you get 2d6.
Plus 5 plus 6. 34 plus 5.
Oh, you're doing, yeah, plus 11. So 45 points of damage.
Yeah. Just split it up between the two.
Alrighty.
No, it's not everything. I also want to use Hands of Harm,
So,
which just takes a key point.
so
Do you like the narcotic yet?
here's the deal.
No.
Here's the deal.
No, there's no deal. When I use my key to inflict wounds, I just get to deal extra necrotic damage.
Right. I need to know who you're doing it on.
Oh, that one specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the raw damage is enough to drop one of them, but not both of them.
Oh, let's drop.
So basically, it takes 4 attacks to drop one of them. Just all of that damage. So your Hands of Harm doesn't.
100 damage each?
One has 46 health and one has 45 health left.
Right, so they have a total of like 100 something damage?
90.
90.
That's a lot!
You're level 8!
I only have 56!
Well, you rolled like garbage!
I rolled all 8 pretty much. Actually, I think I have 61. I have 68!
What's your con?
There's no way you rolled all 8s.
Not literally all 8s, but still, I rolled pretty well.
Plus your con, plus you probably don't have toughness.
Okay. Anyways, that's fine. I will drop.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this right now. You're gonna be wasting your hands of harm. So, all 4 attacks must hit one person if you want to drop it. The Hands of Harm only affects people you've hit with your unarmed strikes. So the extra damage isn't going to hit anything. So you might as well save the key point. So I guess I should clarify. That one to your left, this guy on the left has 46, so you could use Hands of Harm to drop him if you wanted to. If you want to save the key point, this guy to your right has 45, and he'll just go down. Okay. You come out woof, like a shadow in the light. You come out. Blade storm slash into this guy's back as you one big slash across his back. He hits the ground. He is unconscious. He's down. Making death saves. You see that he notices you.
He shakes, spins around a couple times.
And he turns to engage, saying you get one. This is your last round before we end the episode. Go ahead and make your moves.
So I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me again.
Oh, that's a nat 20. So, 2d6 plus 3, so 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 1, 2, 5, 8, 15 plus 8, 23.
35. He is still alive.
And then he has to make a DC 13 save or be knocked prone.
Strength?
Yep.
Not great at that. DC what?
15.
Nope.
Or, I'm sorry, 13.
Nope. Still nope.
Nice. So wolves. He's gonna move there. He's gonna move there. That one's gonna move closer. That one's gonna move closer.
No. You just get to roll with advantage.
I already have advantage, so
Yeah.
damn.
He's not helpless, he's just prone.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
So 2d4. Alright, that's one. How many are there? 3. 2. 2 can attack that guy. Oh no, 3 can attack that guy. 16.
16 damage?
No, 16 for the second one to hit.
16 hits.
And the third one, it's a nat 19, so that one hits as well.
That one definitely hits, yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 64 plus 6.
Tell me where what damage is going to who.
It's all going to the guy that's prone.
Okay.
$23.
23. Like a swarm of fucking ants. A bunch of these wolves just jump on top of him and just start to rip him piece by piece. Fucking brutal. Huh? Those are my wolf sounds. As they rip him apart, and stuff like that. That's everything you can do for your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Hopper, you are the last to act before the surprise round ends. Go ahead and... Huh? I definitely didn't.
You just said Brett's last act.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry. I meant that, like, this is the last round before we end the episode. But, like, yeah, you were the last one to go. Then the surprise round's gonna end, and we're gonna get into real combat, and that'll be next week. So, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, these two guys by the dock, they're definitely seeing this go on, right?
Oh, 100%. Like I said, this is a surprise round, so they literally miss their whole first turn. So, you guys are kind of
Alright.
getting free reign right now.
Yeah, so level 4 magic missile, these two guys in the back.
Magic missile. Missile,
Yeah.
sorry.
Get it fucking right, Sully.
What,
Missile.
level 4. So, it's a first level spell, so if you cast it at second level or higher, you get 1 dart for each additional. After the first, you get 3 more. So that's 4d4 plus 4.
Okay,
4 to
so
full 4.
Who are you aiming at, by the way?
the 2 on the dock, 2
Alright.
for each guy.
2 for each guy. All right, go ahead and roll damage. 4d4 plus 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Technically, it would be 2d2 plus 2 for both of them. You wouldn't be able to roll them at the same
Oh
time.
my.
He's got a d20 in there.
Yeah, we just, whatever that is.
It falls off the roof and rolls a 12.
Alright, so 5 for the first 2 missiles.
So 5. So he takes 7. All right, second guy.
Jesus Christ.
So and the other guy takes 6. You let off a couple of bolts. They're off the top. Couple of magic bolts there off the top. Bam, bam. You hit both of them with this kind of arcane energy. You see that they're going to make a couple perception checks.
To see where these glowing bolts of energy came from.
They're gonna. I'm just making a bunch to see if they spot any of you. Kurt, so they see you, Max.
Oh boy.
What is your stealth minus? Can you roll me a stealth check real quick, Frank? No minus 10, or no plus 10. So just
No plus 10?
Yeah.
Cool. I already put my dice away, so fuck you, but yeah. That is a 17.
17. You're not hiding at all, right?
I mean,
Okay.
not really.
You
Oh,
see
you're not even
they-
talking to me, are you?
An array of attacks starts swinging out from different hiding spots. Bam, 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 bam. Wolves maul one of the casters there at the top. And you see the one that faces you, Korish, looks around, sees a bunch of people standing up from the dark, being silhouetted by the moon. And you hear he says, "It's House Rocks! They're attacking! They're here for Joran!" He says, "Karen, we need you!" Door swings open, and the gilded carrot, Sir Carradine, steps from the hut there, mace in hand, fully aglow, stares, and you see he says, "Oh, House Rocks. I see this is round 2. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session of A Crown of Candy. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. Comment and like. All that stuff helps the channel significantly. Tune in next week where shit gets spicy at the rescue of Buzzybook. Guys, I am your DM, reminding you that it could always be worse.
better.
We hope we can always do better. We hope to see you next week. Other than that, thanks for watching. Good.